All right, and the stream has started. All right, all right, very good, very
It's
good.
like the Game Grumps. It just goes. It just goes.
Yeah, right. Yep,
No time to prepare.
Yep,
Just
that's
get on
right.
with it.
It's exactly like Game Grumps.
Except for Tim
Oh, yeah.
actually tells us when the camera starts rolling.
Who's that?
Who's that
You know,
Pokemon?
I'll put it in here.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah, no, that was a good
Survivor.
one, Shade. That was a good one.
Gonna, gonna, it should show that I'm live.
Give me a
Yes, here we
second.
go. And then I can.
Sometimes it takes YouTube a
share,
second to kick in.
copy.
There we go.
Yep, there it is. And then paste.
And we're live.
Yep. Yep, I just figure I should do just the barest, smallest minimum amount of promotion by putting it in the other Discord server.
Hello, viewers.
Mhm.
We're
Yes,
gonna have so many people.
Yeah. Way to go, Shade.
Shade got too excited. Don't die. We have people to entertain first. Then you can die.
Yeah, then that's when you're allowed to die. After
It has to be after everyone's entertained.
after we've milked you for all of the entertainment you
You
can
can
muster.
die when it's more convenient for the rest of us.
That'd
It'd
be
be much appreciated.
It'd be great. Thanks.
That's lovely.
I get the computer back up. But yes, hello everybody. I will one of these days figure out how to create an OBS, get the chat up off of OBS. But until that day happens, we'll just do it live, as the kids say.
In OBS, you can pop out the chat. It's a pop. There's a pop out feature.
Where?
So you scroll over it with your mouse and you click and drag, and it should like pop out.
Scroll over what and click and drag what on OBS?
So if you I'm gonna open my OBS again. If you have your chat open, here I'll just.
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I have a chat open. Is the thing.
Oh, okay. You should
I've
on the
seen
side there.
I've seen sources, audio mixing, scene transition, controls. This is
So
all.
I have. This is kind of how my OBS looks at the moment. I have like a chat thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can steal it, and it's a pop out thing.
Oops. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties. I swapped to my phone accidentally. Because I can't actually.
Yeah.
There we go. That did it. I love how this failure is being recorded in real time.
It's like, yes.
Can we record you every week?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
When would we not?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, okay. We can figure that out later after the stream, so that we don't have to deal with it now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea for the time being.
Man, I love how your Discord is so nice and organized. Meanwhile, mine is just like, oh, there's all these like game servers that I like to keep updates on. Such a long list.
Oh, who's mine?
Yeah, your thing was like so nice and neat.
Yeah, no, I have up here I have this server, and then I have one where I put all my notes. Then under that is the game ones, and then the one at the bottom is like the bigger streamers and stuff that I just kind of have. They're all organized.
Well,
nice and organized.
Shade's immaculate streaming history aside, we're about 10 minutes in, so I think it's about time for us to get started.
Yeah.
We can swear now. Frick.
Yeah. Me crop.
What?
So, another cool thing you can do.
Girl.
That way you can switch between them. Thank you. So, with all of the craziness out of the way, when last we left our trainers, who would like to give the recap?
I believe it is currently Steph's turn.
Ah, see, I told you. Ha. He was like, no, you guys don't take turns. It's just whoever wants to be the victim before I pick them.
It's not that I said you don't take turns. I'm saying that you could just not, and then I pick a victim.
You pick a victim every week.
That's true.
What do you mean? All three of you are my victims equally.
That reminds
I love
me.
my victims equally.
Are Jim and I still at disadvantage for making you cringe last week?
That was never a thing.
Yeah, I did like great.
Anyway.
Yes, anyway, so well, last we left our trainers, we were in the sewers where Jet very bravely and boldly wandered away from his group and met a beatboxing coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Made it its friend.
Right.
Zenith once again tried her luck with fishing and fished out a very Angie Spice Skrelp.
Yep.
That Aerie then caught. Then decided to hit up the Pokemon Center, and the nurse discussed there definitely let them know that they smelled. So everyone recuperated, took a rest, showered, got pampered. Yay.
Yep.
We then went to the park where there's going to be a flower contest going on. Aerie got to meet her new favorite senpai, Cindy, and Jet got to meet a Angry Spice Weedle and got stung in the face, if I remember correctly.
I mean, you're half correct. He did get stung. It was not angry because it is a Weedle. You see, it is too. It is too.
A startled Weedle.
It's not even it was startled. What had happened was he threw himself into a bush because he saw Zenith do it, and he accidentaled himself onto the Weedle spike.
Haven't you heard the phrase?
See, I was off at that point. So yep. Face first into the Weedle spike. I had to get an antidote to counteract that. I think it took 1 HP of damage.
Something like.
Zenith was wondering if she made the right teammate choices. We then went to the contest hall where we met a very special friend in Robin who called us all tacky and gave us $10,000 each.
Yep, and said specifically he would be very nettled if you didn't spend it on clothing.
Yep.
He also left you with a directions to a place where you can get quote nice clothing.
Mm-hmm. And we also learned about Pokemon contests.
Sure did.
Some of us had more stage fright than others, but that's okay. I do good. Get my inspiration die.
Yeah. Yes, you get 2 because you volunteered.
Yay!
Good for you. Conveniently
And
enough,
conveniently, my chair is fixed.
Good.
Jem, quit breaking your chairs.
You know, just for no particular reason whatsoever. Gonna get my little satchel of cards just ready. Just for no reason. No reason whatsoever.
No reason.
You can't You can't see me. You don't know that I'm shuffling them or not.
Uh-oh. Tim's gonna start pulling fake cards at us whenever we start being cringy. He's gonna actually start not even the fake ones. It's gonna be the other set of ones, and it's gonna really screw us over.
Whoa, don't you worry. Those are being counted too. If you don't have them in your inventory, you could just
Oh,
put them
no.
in there.
I did it. Well, maybe I used them all and it disappears.
I know you used one of them, but
I did, yeah.
huh.
Wild, I guess not. Okay, inspiration. Here we go.
Yep.
And I get 2.
Yes, you get 2. I remember you used one of them. Did
I
you
did.
use did you do the recap one time before?
I did.
Okay, so you'd have a total of 4 then.
No, but I used my inspiration.
Yeah, but you started when everyone started the game, you had one inspiration from that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like I did use one inspiration die to help with the baby fight earlier.
Yes, yes. Then you also have 1 fate card and 1 action dice as well. So you should probably
Oh,
write that
yeah.
down as well.
You didn't use your fake card, did you?
No, but see the fate card I do have in here
Okay.
for some reason,
Strange.
and I have 2 action die in here.
You should use that fake card.
Where'd you get a second one from?
I don't know. This is what it says.
Huh.
2 action die, 1 fate card.
I was gonna say you should only have 1 unless you spent 3 inspiration to get a new action dice.
I don't know, but I have to according to the sheet.
Well, make it 1 because if you don't, because those are powerful, and I don't know where you have the other one from.
Well, let me listen through this. I have to have it from somewhere because I would have had to click 2 instead of 1.
I mean, you know what? Sure, fine. It doesn't matter at the moment. Anyway. So yes,
Mhm.
we come back to the group that is somewhere on the map that I cannot see them.
We are in the contest hall, and you are looking at top.
I am looking at the park. You guys are at the contest hall, and I am a dumb sometimes. But it's
the dunce hat for you.
but it's okay because I recognize I am a man who can recognize his faults and grow to grow and move past them. Anyway. So
Mhm.
yes, the group. You have all had an encounter with a very ostentatious looking person. I would like to know what are the 3 of you doing?
Well, before that,
Uh,
was the only
well,
thing
I
moving in
mean-
my backpack.
I don't know. Why don't you roll me a D100?
Yay!
Oh no.
$10.
A 10. See, here's the thing. Because of certain circumstances that's happened in the Friday game, you can go ahead and roll that again. I've just made an executive decision that if you keep rolling 10s on egg rolls, it will be
11.
Oh my gosh.
well.
You gotta be
One
kidding
step
me.
This egg is not hatching in the contest hall.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's just going to be 40 sessions before this egg hatches at this point. The rate you're going.
Go 2015.
It's okay. It's all numbers. It's all.
Unless you give me a physical 100 die, and I'll roll that real quick.
I mean, you could, but then why deprive the audience at home to see your failures?
Is it really my failure? Is it really roll 20 being a bully?
I mean, those are one.
I'm just curious.
Unfortunately, those two things are one and the same.
Okay, I would have laughed if I had 100 there.
I would have too.
He is quadruple what I rolled.
What's the funny thing is he's still below average on a D100 roll too.
No, everyone else is trying. I want to see what happens.
98.
Imagine.
Hey.
Wow.
And
That's pretty good.
Shade continuing to prove that they are the luckiest among us.
Okay, so what I'm learning
No,
is
I don't want to be
that
lucky.
this episode should not be an airy episode. Based upon how luck is divided today.
From what this is telling me, today should be a Zenith episode.
Yes.
But unfortunately, though, it is in fact an everyone episode. And while we are on that subject, maybe
I'm Snapchat right now. I'm looking at a guinea pig.
Yeah, instead of playing the game.
I'm playing the game
What do you?
Anything.
What? Yeah. You're the players. Why don't you tell me what you're doing?
Well, rolling a 10
I'm
and then an
looking at a
11,
guinea pig.
apparently.
But yes,
Well,
contest hall.
well,
The three of you.
we
Flippity-
yes, we were
flippity
we were
flu, what
about
are
to
you
get
doing?
clothes.
Mhm.
We were about to get clothes. We were gonna go to that clothes place
Yeah,
and look for
like the
clothes
clothing
because we were
store.
told that and get clothes because we have clothes for money and clothes. You know,
That's
we need
true.
clothes.
That's true. You do have clothes for money and clothes. I would like to know though. He would certainly never know if you didn't do that. Would you like to perhaps keep that 10,000 money for something else, perhaps?
I think we should at least go window shopping at clothes and see if anything really stands out to us.
Hmm.
And then if not,
Probably not gonna spend all of it, but definitely get maybe something for the audience for the freaking like contest.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. That sound good to you, Zenith, or do you wanna just ignore these people and abandon them forever and go back to Sinnoh and just write this entire region off as a mistake?
You know, there's the thought in the back of their mind, but at this point, no, they have decided with these people and they're sticking with these people.
Okay.
They also have a very grumpy Cottony now that they want to try to make friends with.
Yeah. Yeah. So the group will head off to go and to go in search of clothing.
Yes.
Funnily enough, it's actually you're gonna laugh. Boop, right here.
Are we?
Yay,
did we
we get to
teleport?
wander.
Because I assumed you guys walked.
walk got yeeted.
And the directions that you were given for the clothing store is right up the street and around the corner.
Good.
Yeah. Look at that.
Could you imagine him giving us this, and instead of us going here, we actually just went down like over here, just around. He's like, oh, down the street, and around the corner. Okay, over here.
Yeah.
Goes the exact wrong way.
If you were pinging, I couldn't see.
Oh, I was meaning down the road to the other side over by where the disco place is,
Oh yeah,
just right next door.
Down towards that place Erie was trying to go to. It's just like 10,000 money. Hell yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into that whatever place that's down there.
Beatbox Square. All right, then what kind of clothes do we see?
I was just about to get to that. So, the three of you making your way up the street find yourself in front of a very quaint looking store. It's what you call it's built into a large essentially like road kiosk. Essentially, it's one very long large or that one long singular building that has multiple different what you call suites in it that have that have like different stores and restaurants and stuff just kind of in each of them. But the place that you find is a what you call. It doesn't exactly have like a like a brand sort of thing, anything like that. It's not like what you call. What's a Pokemon version for Old Navy? Fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a Wikipedia version for Old Navy.
You know what? I got
Old
one. It's
Noctowl.
it's no Unova Braviary, but it's it seems to be a place where you can get where you can get reasonably cheap, good looking clothing. It's similar to like a Men's Warehouse in that sense, or like a Ross Dress for Less.
Men's Warehouse.
I love going to Ross Dress for Less.
I-
Unironically,
Very
I love
different
going there
things,
for
yes,
clothes.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not a clothes guy. All right.
You're gonna like.
No, I'm saying that I actually do like going there for clothes. It's super nice.
Which one, Men's Warehouse or Ross Dress for Less?
Ross.
Yeah, we actually have one over here, and I have not ever gone into it, but I've considered it a couple of times.
It is a hit and miss. Sometimes it's great, sometimes you don't find anything.
Yeah.
But that's why thrifting is fun.
Yeah. Speaking of thrifting, yes, that is exactly what this place is. It appears to be a a
They dress for less.
a thrifty kind of store. As the three of you enter in, you see a wide variety of styles of clothing, ranging from ranging from traditional to like semi high fit to very we'll say unique looks that the person what gave you the money
Had find.
would seem to find themselves very much at home in.
Hmm.
Above game, this is me telling you. You tell me some clothing items that you're looking for, and we'll do that.
Mm. Is
I
there
see.
Hey, if we're doing contests, we should get some cute contest outfits here. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
kind of the idea is just like maybe you need a set of contest clothes.
So is there like a contest clothing? Because like other games, there's like you have like the clever fit, you have like the cute fit, you have like the cool fit. Do we see things kind of like that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can get things tailored to specific styles. You can also get, a thing that's just kind of more general
Mm-hmm.
as well. I believe I had mentioned last session that I probably wasn't going to have the clothing you guys wear give specific bonuses or anything like that. So don't feel the need to
Hmm.
like actually do that unless you are like unless you have something specific in mind, and then I might make reconsider.
Mm. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Hmm.
Zenith is walking
I'm
straight towards
grabbing
where
a
the
picture.
dresses is.
Then it goes towards the dresses. You see a wide variety of different fabrics and materials. You see lace. There's some there's some that are made out of satin. There's some that are made out of silk. You know, just a lot of different things of like standard materials and stuff like that. Does Zenith have something in mind that she's looking for, or do you want me to just prattle off some different colors?
Really?
You just keep doing your thing. I know what I'm looking for, but I'm getting some images for it real quick while other people are doing their things.
Okay. Well, while you get that figured out, what are the other two of you doing?
I have a picture, and whatchamacall. Let me just grab
Well,
that for a
interesting thing,
second.
I can't show a picture off of the stream.
But you could describe it.
So
Yes.
yes, so you could describe it as well.
Okay. So most likely, like, gonna be is gonna actually grab a couple of things that look pretty cool. Being some the classic like long pants and like button up shirt. But however, like he's gonna put on top of that a sort of like crop shirt that is surprising to no one's surprise yellow because
Mhm.
you know typings and all, and as well as this strange like sort of like over like this over pant thing. It's hard to describe. It's like, how could I describe this? It goes over the leg. It's like, yeah, it's it's hard to describe, dude. It's
like pants often do, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's over the pant.
Describing things is difficult, you say. Why? Who could possibly have foreseen that?
Look, all right. If I knew what this was called, it would be better. But I don't know how to. I don't even know.
Someone want to tag in? Someone want to help him out?
Yeah.
Jim, if you have the picture, you can send it to me, and I can try to explain it the best I can.
Please, do you know clothes better?
I do.
hope
I
you
actually do kind of know
please.
clothes. Clothes is something that I actually enjoy dressing people in. So the pants that this guy has.
Hmm.
So what it's gonna be is it's gonna be a pair of black pants over the side, and then something more akin to a longer skirt that just has one half of it.
Ah, I see.
Or it or in an even better way, if you think about the cloaks from the guy from Ezio of Assassin's Creed, how his thing kind
Oh,
of works.
a mantle. You're talking about a mantle.
Yeah, the
That's what
bottom
it's
half of
called.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, now I think about a mantle would be worn over your shoulders, not necessarily over your pants.
Oh, yes, that's what he's going for.
Okay. And that's all in puke yellow, you said?
I said lime green.
No, I what? What? The words lime green never left my mouth. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna be purple with yellow outlines.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Conveniently enough, yes, you find that exact thing over in the more odd section of clothing. But
Hmm.
yes, are there any accessories or anything else that you want to accentuate that with? They have pants chains. They have what you call rips that you can put in it. You know, they have they have like buttons and you know, stuff like that.
Yes. No, I'm pretty sure the only accessory that you'd probably have is a sort of, dual belt kind of thing. So it's like, it like goes from one. It starts as one belt, but then splits into two, and you're supposed to, latch those together at the end. So like, it looks more like a kind of like a fastener thing.
Very Final Fantasy, got it. Everyone knows that you get that you need to find the belt the you need to find the belt, and it gives you plus one
Hmm.
AC for every belt you're equipped with.
I can't say much because I'm sitting over here going, okay, what if Zenith has to wear something nice? Their attention is immediately going over to, okay, what is the fanciest way that I can do this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. Okay, so you're looking for more fancy dresses then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say that yes, they do have things like that available. Obviously, they're not doing like specific custom made tailoring for everything, but you know, they will like take measurements and you know, they are willing to hem things so that they do fit you for, you know, that sort of thing. I will say that you do find what looks to be a probably it's almost certainly a hand-me-down, but it is a very, very nice looking opera singer dress. The back of it is cut. It is a simple black piece that is nevertheless very, very elegant. It has tiny little hole patterns down towards the bottom to make it look like frills. And then up above it that are tiny little midnight blue and indigo star pattern or what you call stars in like a little pattern so that's like it's almost like you will it's almost like it's like a trick when you see them for the first time where it's just like oh yeah no those are there and then you just cut but then like they blend in so seamlessly that it's like if you weren't like actively looking for them they just kind of surprise you.
Oh, that is. I do like that.
Yeah, not to like show you up or anything, that's just a thing that you find.
Understandable. I'm sitting here looking through different like images and all this other stuff because I'm like, oh, this is going to be so much fun when I have to sit down and do this.
Hmm. Thankfully, you're not going to need to do that unless you actually go into a Pokemon contest or wear the Diggity Dang thing or buy it, because you could also not do that.
But what if we want to have more than one outfit?
Yeah, you know, like a normal person. Anyway, with the two of you down, Erie,
Yeet.
what are you looking at? What sort of clothes tickle Erie's fancy?
So going for kind of the the clever route style. She's gonna be looking kind of like the cosplay, kind of like military outfits.
Ah, okay. So Yuri looks at Shunibyo outfits. Got it.
I don't know what that means.
It's fine.
Okay, good. Should I be concerned?
No.
Nothing weird, but yeah, where it's like the like female skirt, but like you have like the fancy like ruffled top and like the button like up with the hat, but you have like the hang like either cape or jacket off the shoulder
Mhm.
kind of look.
Okay, so the two of you see that Yuri is looking in the cosplay section.
Facts.
Not
Okay, cool.
even not even gonna judge it. Just
Mhm.
like if anything set up is glancing over there, like
Okay, but
"Hmm,
isn't that what
what's over
contests
there
are for?
too?"
Is to cosplay.
I mean, they're to dress up and look nice. So I guess if
And
that's
she
your
will look fantastic.
and if that's your and if dressing up like somebody from Chronicles of Tar what's a fucking what's a good replacement name for Tanya? Like
But Tanya is
Tony?
so
I
good,
don't
though.
know.
just say
Tanya is so
No,
good.
I got it. If you want to, I mean, look, if she wants to dress up like somebody from Saga of Trevor the Despicable, she can.
Okay.
It's a reach at that point.
But yeah, that is what Ari will be looking at.
Look, is this universe's version of Saga of Tanya the Evil.
I'm old, use K.
But yes, I would like to know though, is that are those the sorts of things that are you people buying these? Are you just looking at them? Are you just window shopping? Are you trying them on? You
Window
guys,
shopping, but what's the price tag look like?
conveniently for each of you, the price is about well, actually for you and what you call Jet, the price is about 5,000 Poki. As for Zenith, the dress that you're looking at is about 7,000
Ow.
Dang.
because it's fancy, you see.
Looking
Yeah, we'll buy it.
You say you'll buy?
Yeah, we'll buy it.
Okay. Jet, you see that Jet has found his Assassin's Creed outfit and is just like, all right, I'm good with this, and then proceeds to go over to the counter and purchase it with fiat currency.
Perfect. Ari will do the same with her outfit.
It's cool, dude.
Right. Mark off both of you 5,000
5,000.
money.
Bam. I'm now $5,000 less. It's truly unfortunate.
I believe you mean you are $5,000 more
Richer,
than
yeah.
what you were before you met Robin.
Yep.
Shh, no. Let me dream. Let me dream.
What about you, Zenith?
Oh, 1 second, I'm bugging Jem for his help in things because I have a couple of ideas because I've been staring at Google for a minute.
Ooh.
Which one do you think?
Ooh.
I love how
Oh God.
I love how the two of you plan without me.
You know what?
I'm-
Here,
You
I
gotta see the
will.
supposed Matt.
I'm dying.
And
I'll put
yeah,
them
that's
in
true.
here.
Oh boy.
I will say I kind of like the first one because that one gives me the real feeling of like flowing water.
Mm-hmm. They're in the same order that I gave them to Jem in. I'm going. Those are the three that I've looked at, and I'm like, I love all three of these.
Ooh, I like that first one.
I was gonna say all of these look really good.
I
Okay.
know. I like the first one, and I like the third one.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with that first one. It seems like it would work good for contests, and if Zenith wants to wear it on a normal day, it also might help them not overheat in their long shirt that they have.
Okay. So you're not gonna go with the opera singer dress then?
I don't think so. If
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. You can get that other thing. It'll be 5,000 money instead.
okay. I'm sitting here going, I'm probably going to be using a Poplio, so I was trying to get something that would match the water vibe, the
Yeah,
watery
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
fairy vibes of Poplio.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right.
I got it
So
over here.
the three of you complete your purchases. They are the person at the counter is a person. By God, are they a person? You can't quite make out their face or their body or
Robin again.
anything. No, it's not. This appears to
Imagine.
be this appears to be one of those phenomenon you see called an NPC, where they have such a little presence you don't really remember what they look like after you finish interacting with them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're not NPCs, right?
All right. First 40 minutes spent with shopping.
Yay. What time
We
is it
were
now?
doing other
Yeah,
stuff for the
yeah.
first 20, okay? We were doing stream stuff.
That is true. That is true. I will say that the time is. I said that it was about to be 6 o'clock beforehand, right?
I just remember you saying it was about
Uh,
3 o'clock at the
Don't
Poke Center.
remember.
Yeah. I'm starting to remember that you guys like were making a dash towards the Poke contest place because it's like it closes at 6 and you're like, okay, we need to like kind of get over like kind of hustle to get over there. It's kind of what I'm remembering.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and say that after the trip here, it is now after 6 o'clock. It is the sun is on the decline. It'll be night soon, relatively speaking, considering it is summer.
The Hoot Hoots will be out.
Yeah, the Hoot Hoots will be out, and you would best have their bread tribute, otherwise, or face their wrath of several hungry pecks.
Okay, they're Hoot Hoots, not seagulls or wingulls.
Oh no, you don't want to. You don't want to mess.
We
with
don't
Wingulls.
feed the wingulls.
You do not want to mess with Wingulls.
You don't want to go down that hole.
I'm gonna start finding them in every single trash can.
It's true. You will.
Please
So
don't.
this has been a big day for Aerie, coming to a new place, walking around the city, being in the sewers. She's probably getting pretty tired at this point, I would imagine.
I mean, relatively speaking, you've definitely done a lot of walking and a lot of everything else, and yeah,
That's part of being a trainer. You gotta get that cardio.
Run away from wild Pokemon.
It's true.
Beware the tall grass. It's not safe to go alone.
Beware.
And let's not even get
Thanks,
started on
Professor
EV.
Oak.
Let's not even get started on EV training.
Oof.
But yes,
Oh, we had a pretty eventful day.
what are you doing?
It's, Go ahead.
I was gonna sit there and Cynos was gonna look over in that direction and be like, "Hey, there's a pretty convenient Pokemon Center over there."
I will mention that is the League Hall building. There is a Pokemon Center in it, in the sense that they have a healing kiosk as well as a back area. They don't have the normal amenities that the other ones have.
Why not? Since that's like the main research place the trainers go to.
Because all of the space that would be used for amenities has instead been earmarked for stadiums for battles, as well as a large research center, as well as a large administrative building, as well as you're not really totally sure because the rest of it was marked with employees only.
They have all of that stuff, but not hotels.
Not in the same building.
So then I guess I should ask, where would happenstance be a Pokemon Center that we can take a snooze in?
I mean, again, it's only 6 o'clock. You guys could do some other things, or you can just.
The night is still young.
Yeah, who knows? There's a big power plant over there.
That's true. There is a big power plant over there. It's big and green and big. But yes, I would say that a Pokemon Center that has like actual amenities will be. I mean, there's that one down there. I'd say right here, over by the park.
Ah, okay.
Well, do you guys want to go to the power plant, or do you want to go to the Poke Center?
I will also mention that when somebody mentioned hotels, this place over here seems to be housing and lodging and whatnot.
Okay.
I will mention hotels actually cost money, but they also give you benefits depending on where you stay and things that and potential amenities they may have.
What kind of benefits?
It depends largely on where you go, but it would be things like temporary HP, or if they have like other services, it could be like giving you an exhaustion shield, or
Ah,
what you call it, just, or like a better rest, stuff like that.
can I get that in real life?
Unfortunately, and no, I don't know how you would do that.
You really use that exhaustion shield.
Yeah, right. There's also things like restaurants and other things like that. Similar deal. You would give money, you would get food. Would that isn't like total. That isn't just like normal rations, and they would also give you temporary buffs.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I will
So, dudes.
I will mention that you guys did pass along the way a hotel a hotel slash bar slash restaurant combo place called the Tipsy Spinda down here.
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see
you
what you're
know,
doing.
the Tipsy Spinda seems like a lot of fun, but Zenith is sitting there staring at these two with the mental thing of like, are these people even old enough to drink? Is this maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Goodness knows, maybe you should ask.
Why? What would they want to ask?
So what do you guys? So what are the three of you doing?
Probably discussing.
My
amongst
vote
ourselves
is
what we're doing.
go wander the town and look at a Spinda.
I'm gonna put you guys out here. And just you guys are outside. You guys are outside talking, figuring things out.
Spinda? What about it?
We walked by a place called Tipsy Spinda. It looks kind of interesting. Maybe go
What
in
is it
there,
about?
get some.
Yeah, we can go. I'm kind of
It's
hungry.
probably a bar.
Nice.
Go get some drinks, hang out with friends.
Yeah, I'm down to
Go for
clown.
some juice.
All right. Do you remember which way it was?
They just point. It's just like it was back this way.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty. So.
Juice.
Yeah, I'd say that about a half hour walking. Man,
You know,
I can't
Tim,
believe
while
you
we're
guys.
walking, is there
Yeah.
any way that Zenith can be just like looking out for things and like maybe if there's any because it's starting to get dark, so their brain is kicking in, going, I just if there's any strange peoples,
Oh, not those two again.
Strange peoples. Are you perhaps looking for a trainer battle?
Yeah.
not a trainer battle, but just like either Pokemon or people who might be being creepers.
Gotcha.
Up
I
to no
see. I
good.
see. I see. I see. Well, why don't you roll me an investigation check as the two of you lead Jet behind again?
Jet is doing jet things.
I keep forgetting this stupid drag feature. It's like it don't work.
You can use your keyboard.
Yeah, I'm using the I am using the arrow keys. I shouldn't have to.
All right. I will say with an 18 investigation, as you are, walking along, you do, kind of just keep an eye out and occasionally, like, look behind some alleyways, stop for a couple seconds just to, like, get your bearings every now and again. The only thing you really see is down the alleyways, down here and down here. There do appear to be, some level of wild Pokemon that tend to keep to the back streets around this place. It's mostly vermin type things, Rattata, Purloin, Meowth, things you would expect to find, in, a back alley.
Be careful. Tata almost ended me. My whole career in episode 3
It's true.
or 2.
The 1% Rattata.
The 1%.
That was a pretty
Rattata.
awesome Rattata.
But
We have
yeah. Otherwise, that's the only thing that seems to be the only thing of real note around here.
okay. I guess it's nothing that sparks their interest. Nothing is trying to stalk them, so they're fine.
Why would you think something would be trying to stalk you?
Tim, when you're cute,
Because
you
I'm
always
thinking
gotta
of
worry about
Zenith
something
and
stalking
thinking
you.
of Zenith and what they're used to.
Mm, mm, mm.
Used to.
There's totally not a whole reason why they might be worried that someone is following them. None at
Totally.
all.
Totally.
None at
Why would
all.
you?
Totally.
Why would you? Why
It's
would you
not like we
even?
would notice.
Right. But yes, after a few minutes of walking, you guys will eventually get to this red building over here.
Hmm.
Ta-da!
You
Poor
did it.
Jim.
Well done.
Do we see Spendas in the Tipsy Spenda?
Strangely enough, no.
What?
So
Oh.
so as
This is misleading.
if you'll let me get in a word.
False
Leaving the
advertising.
function after spreading misinformation. I
I
can't
you
believe
know
it.
I can keep playing this game, Anyway, but yes, the three of you come into a very, as I think I had mentioned a couple episodes ago, a very traditional looking building, very like like Edo period Japanese architecture, wood walls with like the paper windows, the tile red roof, and sliding doors. As the three of you come in, first a couple of things happen. The first of one being that there's a scent that assails the three of your nostrils. There is a very keen alcoholic scent that comes from this place. However, the second thing that you notice is that there's also a very keen sense of food. Very clearly, rice, soup, ramen, grilled fish, the scent of several different traditional foods also wafts into the air, and I imagine the three of you have your stomachs growl, and have your stomachs growl involuntarily at the smell of it.
Hmm. Very
The
much
second
so.
the second thing that you notice is that uh well, the opening area of this place appears to be a what you call. On the left is what appears to be very traditional low tables that essentially that you would either like sit, crisscross applesauce, or
Ooh,
like,
tatami mats and stuff.
yeah, like
Yeah.
tatami mats and
Yeah.
stuff, with like low tables, tea kettles and the like. And then on the other side to the right is a full on bar, but kind of like how you would see at like a ramen bar, where it's just like, the old wood with the stools and the everything, and they have a menu up top that is thankfully written in letters that you people can read and understand. It, lists menus of various foods and alcohols, as well
Hmm.
as well as in prices, as the you see that further on into the back of the area are what appear to be sets of rooms.
Hmm.
As you walk in, you will see that there is a what you call there is a woman wearing very, traditional finery, kind of like a kimono-esque kind of thing with floral patterns, with one of those little tea trays that looks over and says like, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the Tipsy Spinda. How may we help you?"
You guys want to get some food?
Yeah, I could go for something to eat. I was hoping to get some juice.
Yeah.
Some Jewess.
We could get something to drink, and it looks like that we have our needing to or finding a place to stay for the night covered as well.
I will
Mm,
I will
Yeah.
mention, because I know I've mentioned a couple times before, you will have to pay money in order to stay at this place. However, the benefit for staying here is that your food and drink will come with the price of the thing. So effectively, you won't have to spend a ration for the day.
Fantastic. How much are we looking at then?
It's about 500 Poke per person.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not. You got to think. We just got given how much money by Robin? I think.
I mean, the
Even though
benefit-
I think we did have food technically at the beginning of the day, but
Yeah, the idea behind it is that you effectively, like, the benefit for this isn't exactly very great because it's just cutting off a ration, but at the same time, it's not that bad.
yeah.
Yeah. How much would we be paying again? I literally cut out the moment you said it.
500 each.
500.
500. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you're like, hi, we'd like to get some rooms and something to eat.
Yeah, they will. The lady will will hear that and be like, "Oh yes, please, absolutely, follow me." As they will set you down to a table, and if you presumably pay upfront for a room for. I will mention it is a room, a singular room
Mm-hmm.
that will house that is
Mhm.
large that they assure you is large enough to house 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Uh-huh.
For only 500?
Uh-huh. Again, it's 500.
It's
Wow.
500 apiece.
Yeah. So
I
basically,
see, I
it's
see.
another part of the reason why it's so cheap is that they're basically corralling you all into the same room, essentially.
Ah.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And I
we
somehow
get to be
Makes sense.
friends and
Tom
all
for an
stay in the
additional
same room.
No, they unfortunately they do not.
Sleepover.
Unfortunately, they do not accept they do not accept Rotimi cash.
Ah, tragic.
No, I
What
know.
about Rotom Venmo?
Yeah, they have Roto Venmo,
Good.
Oh my god.
but they don't have RotoPal.
Ah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Thought we were just paying in cash. I thought we just had bags of money hanging out.
Yeah, you
hanging
do.
out of our
That's
pockets.
right. Steffi was making a joke, and I decided to yes and.
I know.
Yeah, I'm carrying all my cash
I
out of
know,
a
I-
canvas bag with a giant pokey symbol on it.
Right.
Got a QR code in the window that has the green, just has a Rotom in it that's green.
Right.
Like, please pay here. God.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
I see I am going to have to do this the difficult way.
What?
Oh.
Alright, so I'm assuming we get shown our room, we put our stuff down, and then we get
Yeah.
down to the restaurant area.
Yeah. Again, this is a relatively small building, so once you mention that you're wanting to stay the night, then you pay them the money, they show you to one of the rooms in the far back. Specifically, yours is to the very end and to the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
So do you guys want to sit at the bar, or do you want to sit at the Tommy area?
Are you all even old enough to
Ooh.
sit at a bar? Out of no offense, but
That's all good.
Are you lying?
Mom told me not to go near there.
Alright, so Tommy Mats it is. Let's go.
yeah, to Tommy Mats it is.
Yay!
I will once again have to just send it wholesale. Wait, no, I don't. I have them in my folder. I specifically have
That's the
them.
mascot icon, right?
Yes.
Good.
No, hush. Hush, you.
Oh, that's what you're looking for, I see.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I found them.
We need to have the bubs.
Oh my god.
I get the distinct
The
feeling
thing that
I'm
just
probably
left
going...
us in our Friday game. We needed them back.
They had. Look. Okay. All right. Sometimes you have sometimes you have places you need to go, and
We had to see them again.
It's okay, Shade. We'll see the Spinda once again.
you'll see the Spinda just as soon as I can get my images to figure themselves out.
It was truly a saddening day when they left.
Right. I know this isn't progress forward. This is my files. This is so annoying to do without a mouse, but my sister needs it more than I do.
Here, just borrow it real quick. Just borrow your own mouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say borrow the mouse that I'm lending you.
Sharing is
Here, borrow
caring.
your
Don't
mouse.
you know that? We learned that from the Care Bears.
I learned that from Sesame Street.
I didn't watch Sesame Street.
Do you guys watch stuff?
Occasionally.
As a
When
child,
we were, I was
yes.
gonna say when we were children. Yeah.
I watched Curious George and Dora the Explorer.
Oh, while you're up, would you mind getting me a drink?
Dr. Kettle.
Yes, please.
Yes, the potato has come to watch over the kingdom from the top of the mattresses.
I'm assuming that means your cat is there.
Yes.
Oh, that's the other cola. They were out of Dr. Kelly. Alrighty. Okay. So,
Why does my internet cut out the worst part of times? Jesus.
yeah, I figured a way with this. But,
What happened?
what more?
Why is your mattress up like that?
It's an extra. There's 2 extras.
All
There's
right.
there's actually another one behind it.
I promise.
You-
I promise this is worth the delay because some Gemantis art, some Gemantis classic art coming our way right now. Because I was gonna say,
God.
as the three of you get seated, you see there is a tapestry of just arts of things that kind of appear in like those kinds of restaurant kind of places. As you see, well, bam, look at it, a little spinda. But in addition to that, you see also wow, here it is. Oh boy, gonna get the thing. And I get the thing to zoom out, and it's just like, oh man, well, bam! Look at this. You see,
Giant
2.
spindas.
You see depictions of 2 very drunken Spinda.
I love them dearly. I love both of them. I want to hug both of them. I want to keep one of them as a pet.
I'm upset that it's just the mascot and not really Pokemon.
And not like actually here. Yes.
Once again, it is a huge hit for some reason.
Everyone look at this art and praise Gem because he made this and they're really good and I love
God.
them dearly. Look at how
That's fantastic.
look at how
That's actually phenomenal.
look at how fucking adorable both of them are.
20 out of 10.
20 out of 10. Keep all of them.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep these images here next to the Tipsy Spinda for the time being.
If you put them
Yeah.
next to each other, then they're holding each other's hands.
That is actually kind of the idea I had for not necessarily holding hands, but like one of them's going one direction and the other's going the other. Like they're kind of like they're dancing, but also like they're showing you in, just like, hey, come in. They're like they're like tiny little drunken gatekeepers, and I love them.
Oh. They're great. I love them.
But yes, I'm going to assume that unless the 3 of you do anything specific, that you are going to just eat and rest the night away, unless you want to like talk with each other or plan or go to a different area before you sleep, just anything like that.
Yeah.
No, that's not
You know
about right.
what? we're gonna do this. After a little bit of sitting down, I would assume Jet's actually gonna look over to Xena and say, "Just so, dude, what's your story?"
Me?
Yeah.
Just thought that the competition would be fun here. That's about it.
I see. I see. So it's not something too ambitious you're going for. It's just kind of for funsies.
Kind of fun, kind of multiple different things, but it's this seemed like a fun place to come to, and I thought that it would be fun to become the champion and be able to maybe make some friends if the opportunity arose.
I love the idea that becoming the champion is somehow a less arduous goal than making friends in Zenith's mind.
It's
just like, oh,
that's
yeah.
not even right.
It's just like, oh, yeah.
Friends part is more arduous than just becoming a champion.
like,
A
oh, yeah.
champion just means dealing with some Pokemon, becoming strong. The friends part actually has a balls with it.
It's just like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna come to this region, become its champion, and maybe make some friends along the way. That one's a little iffy, but that first thing, that one's a foregone conclusion.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But I do hate to break it to you, dude, but I'm gonna become champion. And now that I think about it, do they have multiple champions? I don't know how that
Same team.
works. What do we do at the end?
What indeed?
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah. Usually, if there's a thought that hurts my brain too much, I just don't think about it.
That must be a lot of thoughts, then.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay, cool. What about you, Ari?
What about me?
Yeah, what's going on this journey you're on?
Oh, well, mostly I just wanted to, get stronger and, I was studying to be a Poke Doctor, but just thought that I should toughen up a little bit with my Pokemon because, you can't treat stuff if you don't, go out and explore and see what's out there and causing the injuries in the first place.
Ooh.
What about you, Jet?
So, like, was it called bad biology? Biology? Biology?
You'll get there.
Biology?
Biology?
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. There it is. That's the one.
Yeah, we studied a lot of Poke biology at the school. A lot of different medicines and different reactions and revives, herbs, that kind of stuff.
How do those work? I don't know. All I know is that you use them on a Pokemon and then bam, they're good.
Well, it depends on what you're using. Are you talking about potions or are you talking about herbs?
Yes.
Well, when you're treating Pokemon directly with medicine, it's kind of like, you're treating the wound directly, but when you use herbs and things like that, you're actually causing a different kind of chemical reaction to cause them to heal faster, but it's more painful because you're stimulating that healing quicker. So you can actually, while you get the same healing effect, sometimes your Pokemon don't like you as much because it stings, but it's actually a better preventative for infections.
You also know that most Pokemon don't like it specifically because it's horribly bitter.
True. Plus, roots are really bitter, so Pokemon really hate the taste of them or smell of them.
Or everything.
Or, yeah, sometimes even the look of them, depending.
Like, even Pokemon that like bitter food, mechanically speaking, also really like them.
Yep. Like Harmony, for example, she doesn't like the smell of them at all. Too intense. They can smell at a much higher level than we can.
Is this what I missed in biology class? Oh my gosh.
So, Jet, you went
Jet,
to
did
school
you
too? Emily.
Huh? Well, I was thinking about something else. What happened?
What school did you go to, Jet?
What was it called?
Did he even go to school?
That's why I'm curious.
I did. I can't remember the name. It's been a little while.
Well, what city were you in?
It was Crescendo, right? Above
Yep.
game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Crescendo, good old Crescendo. Big city, lots of things there. Nice little park I like to go at. It's nice.
Tim, can I do a history check to see if I would know what school would be there?
Sure. You know.
I'm gonna steal your mouse back. I'm
Also,
sorry,
to the both of
computer
you,
is ridiculous. with this.
I'm so sorry I have created Jet.
Why are you sorry?
Every time
Why
I
are
play
you-
him.
Do not be sorry.
I was gonna say, what are you sorry for?
Every time I play him, I die a little inside.
I find it
Ugh.
hilarious because
I'm having a great-
I'm having the
the
best time.
dichotomy
I'm
of
having a great
characters
time
is
with
so
that.
much fun here. I would like to say at this point, all of these and ums has had Zenith slowly sinking into their chair and like covering their face with their hand, just like, oh god.
Mhm,
Zenith's like, I regret coming here. I miss Sinnoh.
You know,
I-
Friends really was a harder task to do.
I mean, it is when it's Jet, evidently. I will say with a 10, you know, again, a 10 isn't necessarily a fail or anything like that. It's just average. It's just, you know, completely
What
middle
would
of the road.
average knowledge of
Yeah.
Crescendo Town be?
Yeah. I mean, you know, shot like the only things that really come to mind outside of like actual colleges are, you know, just the public high school. One of the public high schools that are there. You kind of sort of remember there maybe were like 2 or 3 of them, so maybe one of there. The only other place that comes to mind is the Bain Institute of the Bain Institute of Magic. He's probably not from there.
No, can the dude say that already?
I'm
What are
gonna
you
put
talking
you
about?
at a
He's
You're gonna
special.
college.
sit there like mentally going through the list of different schools that possibly could have accepted Jet in Crescendo.
You're getting the results are coming in, and the hot off the presser is public school.
Look, we need funding.
Public. We
no
So
have
when
way
we
he
become
didn't.
champion, first thing we need to do, fund the public schools.
I was about to say public. We have nationalized education, which is why Jet is here in the first place anyway.
Hey, he has other skills. I think. Probably.
Right. Sorry, Stephanie has seen fit to get up at the moment.
Did you
That
saw
is
how much
that
oil
is the
I did actually, yes. We are having a bit of an oil overload over here from some reheated food.
Hey, Eric.
Oh,
had
no.
dinner. I'd like to have dinner.
Which, while we're on that subject, it's kind of dealer's choice what the 3 of you are currently eating. You know, you guys are having a meal at the moment while you're talking, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But unless you guys order something like, say, specific, I'm just going to assume that you get just like you kind of just get whatever the hell.
Ramen.
Okay, Eri gets ramen.
Like the weeaboo, her character controller is.
It's good old classic lettuce salad because Mom told me to eat my vegetables.
They don't have that. They do have salad, but it is things with like bok choy and leek and some strange green paste called wasabi. Wasabi.
Oh, we'll
Oh,
have
you should
that.
totally try
We'll have that. That sounds cool.
Okay. All right. So we'll get to Jet.
Saving throw.
Zenith,
No,
what
I
you
know
doing?
exactly what to do here. Zenith is probably gonna just get Robin and like sake because haha, alcohol for the
Yeah.
adult character who doesn't know if
I
they're with teens or adults,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
would look over, see the wasabi, and go, just have the thought of I could tell him, but I'm not going to. Maybe he needs to learn this.
Okay, so
it's a baby
okay,
bird
He needs to learn
situation.
through experience.
so Zenith chooses violence and booze, a wonderful combination in my opinion.
Mhm.
That's the nothing could possibly go wrong.
I will mention a small bottle of sake is included with what you purchase. Anything more than that, you'll need to get extra.
Makes sense.
Kampai.
Mhm. That being said, I mean, I guess that goes to the point. Are you just downing the entire thing, or are you spacing it out a little bit?
You know, they're spacing it out a little bit purely because they don't want to be judged at the moment.
Okay, I understand.
I'm worried about being judged by Jet or Airy.
That
Mostly Jet.
Yes.
let's go to your sheets. I have to open up the. I get to open up the folder. Love the folder.
The folder.
The
The is. I think I'm so fucking with
surely
that.
one of your best things.
Almost there.
Okay, all right. With your constitution being the way it is, yeah, no, it's a bottle of sake. You're able to take it like a champ. There's not even a roll required for you.
Yay! I have a high constitution.
Yeah.
Zenith is fine drinking.
So,
What
yeah.
did you say?
I will mention. Will you be sharing any sake with the other two?
You know, she'll offer to Erie if she wants any, but doesn't really want to give any to Jet because the thought of that seems terrifying.
I see.
That is fair.
I see. I mean, that is to say, obviously they would have asked for your trainer ID if they were going to serve you alcohol in the first place. I will also
That
mention
is true.
drinking age in Hano is 18, so
Mm.
like any other civilized country.
What's one of those?
Japan, Korea,
Uh-huh.
Netherlands,
Mm.
Spain, France.
Airy will
Anywhere but the United
accept,
States.
except just the one shot because she doesn't want to get too crunk.
Well, see, the interesting thing, they don't really come in shots. They come in
Yeah,
they come in little sake bowls, like the one on the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
she'll-
like the
she'll
one on
ta-
the spin deck.
yeah, she'll accept one tiny sake bowl.
All right.
Mostly because we're celebrating finally like meeting and being a team,
Yep.
starting our journey together.
All right. Jet,
With our
would you
awesome
also
leader.
Jet, would you also like some alcohol?
You know, I'm actually gonna roll a little bit of wisdom to see if he'll remember the kind words of his mother and do not drink. But
You wonder
let's-
why Zenith was hesitant to actually hand any over.
He's like, give me a second. Okay, that's enough. So he's gonna look at that and he's gonna like, no thanks, dudes. My mom always said don't drink, so I'm not gonna.
But Jet, a thought comes to your mind. Your mom isn't here. She would never know.
Or which
She always knows.
But
She
she's
always
she's
knows.
all the way
I'm
up on
I'm
the
not testing that.
she's all the way up on the other side of the continent. How could she possibly?
moms always know.
No, if there's one thing that strikes fear into the heart of this boy, it is mother.
It is his madre. I understand. Okay. All right. With that being said, we're also going to have you I imagine you were getting to that wasabi.
Uh-huh. Yeah. This
Where-
cool green paste.
Okay, yes. I sold the rest of my macaroni anyway. I'd like to know: are you just eating all of it? Are you just going to like take a tiny little taste out of it? Are you gonna like put it on any of your vegetables? Like, what are you doing with it?
See, this looks like something like, I don't know, reminiscent of like something you spread. So he's gonna spread as much as he can on the salad.
Cool. All right, you do that.
Yeah.
Do
Cool.
you consume salad?
Of course.
All right.
Mary's gonna start recording.
Jet, for,
What are they?
Jet, I was gonna say, Jet, for no,
Don't
Jet,
even.
for no,
They're just.
Jet, for no
I'd like to
reason.
think that Zenith has the sake thing next to their mouth, just waiting, just like, okay, this is
Jet, for
it.
no reason in particular, Ari has pulled out her phone and is pointing it at you as you are about to take a bite.
No,
He's
it's
gonna
super
turn
fun.
around
He's
because there's
gonna enjoy it.
probably something cool behind him.
All
He's like,
right.
well, God. This is gonna be awful.
Is it not? We need to not be so mean to Jim at the same time.
I don't know where you're
What are you
talking about.
Sometimes kids have to touch the stove to know it's hot.
Sometimes you got
You gotta eat the wasabi. Learn.
sometimes you have to learn that rock roast is made out of rock.
It is.
I hate to be the one to tell you. Anyway, why don't you go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw there, buddy?
Not a constitution. Fantastic.
Wow.
A 12. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
It's above average.
Yeah, it is.
That was average.
So Jet, you eat your you eat
Mhm.
your salad. You eat your salad with its strange green paste. Thankfully, I'm going to say that, because you spread it around the vegetables, you actually spread it thin enough that it actually kind of works. You take a bite of it and you notice something. It's very, very, very hot. However, you got lucky and the bit of it that you ate was like the head of a leek that you only had like a little bit of it smeared onto. So you
Mhm.
recognize, oh, hey, this is kind of like an accent for the everything else. Whether or not you think that tastes good or not is up to you. I will mention, it's not necessarily that it's spicy; it's that it's physically burning hot.
Uh-huh. Oh, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to put more. Ugh.
I will say you've used all.
Maybe it was the leek that was hot.
Maybe.
You're right. Maybe you have to take a more concentrated bite. You're right. Thanks, Ari.
Anytime. Keep going.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say the way you have it spread on things as it is now. This is about the reaction that you're going to be able to be able to get. It's like a little unpleasant, but it's it's not super bad, unless of course you want to order more of it.
No. We're just gonna gather what we have in the bowl, get a more concentrated thing of the wasabi with a little less of the vegetables, because the vegetables were what were spicy.
Facts.
Okay. So you're just going to gather together all of the wasabi. You do so.
Yes.
He's about to go poke
Thanks,
viral.
Ari.
All right. And what do you do?
You're so lucky I had to
What you
do
doing?
work stuff while you were doing
What
that.
you doing, buddy?
we're eating it. What else?
Okay. All right. Make a con save with disadvantage now, please.
Okay,
What's
cool.
in the vegetable?
Okay.
Surprisingly average.
I was gonna say that is surprisingly average, actually. A similar thing happens. It's definitely this wasabi stuff. It's super hot, and you do have to like clouch your mouth for a second. But then, once you figure that out, you're just like, oh, okay, all right, I know what to do here, and you just kind of bleh it out onto one of the vegetables before it actually like starts to really start hurting. Your mouth is a little. Your mouth feels a little red. It definitely hurt a bit, but you're not like, anime breathing fire or anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. That didn't work at all.
To the two of you, it appears that Jet is surprisingly made out of sturdier stuff.
Oh, good. One of us
Then I'm
should be a
just gonna
non-con
slide a
person.
cup of water over to Jen and just be like, please just stop eating the wasabi. It's really it's going to be really spicy.
Oh, so
Water
that's what it
retention.
was. I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take this water. Thanks, Zenith.
I love how
Looks
Jet
like it
learning
looks like
new.
you're wrong.
I love how Jet learning new things is always is always an
The bird
uphill.
lover.
It's always an uphill battle.
You know,
Jet
it was the thing of, you know, we
learning.
can have him try, we can have him learn by his mistakes, and he's still not learning by his mistakes.
It's not necessarily that he isn't even learning about his mistakes. It's that he's evidently just built different.
Indeed.
Natural selection has not taken him yet for some reason.
There's a reason why he's surviving Kano.
Yeah, legit. Look, sometimes there are people like that. They're just enigmas of the universe.
You would know, Tim.
Jet is
Yeah, true.
Oh my
Hasn't gotten me
gosh.
yet,
Baby.
and it never will.
Yeah.
But yes, having been said and done. Are the three of you continuing to talk? Or are you moving along? What are we doing here?
Probably getting ready
I
to call
think-
it a night.
Yeah.
You know, there was a person that we never asked what his goal and ambition was, stares at Jet.
I mean, you tried. You just didn't. He just either didn't notice or didn't answer.
Facts.
I'll let you decide.
I'm gonna say didn't notice.
What? How could you possibly think that?
Because it's Jet.
Well, I mean, unless Zenith says anything.
You know, Zenith is, they're gonna sit there and just be like, so, Jet, you asked us too what we're doing over here. What are you doing over here?
Oh, you already know what I'm doing here. I'm here to be the world's greatest rock star and champion because those two combine friggin' awesome.
That does sound pretty rad, man.
Doesn't it?
Okay.
Like
Well, I guess we should
Fine.
get some rest before the flower contest tomorrow.
You say it is
Mhm.
7
Oh,
o'clock.
yeah.
It's been a long day for us all.
It has.
It is close to my bedtime.
You do realize that we're on a Pokemon journey, right? And there might be times you'll have to stay up past 10 o'clock, right?
But tonight is not one of those
Damn.
nights, thankfully.
It could be. There are things to do at night.
Meh.
You can
Maybe they haven't,
stay up
like,
past
done so much in one day already.
Yes, Jet, you could stay up past 10. There's times that we'll probably be out camping in tents.
10. I'm gonna stay awake until 11.
Truly, Maverick.
Such a rebellious soul you are then, Jet, as Zenith just turns back to their drink and rubs their foreheads.
I like to imagine that Zenith while they're doing that is thinking back to earlier today where Robin's just like, so you're a migraine, got it.
The words echo. Oh my god. This is terrible. Okay, yeah.
Alrighty. I will mention, because it has been enough time, that as the three of you continue on, perhaps you're thinking about betting for the night, perhaps you're thinking of doing any other things. You hear the front door slam open as a familiar voice to the three of you comes in and it says like, "Hello, team! The team mismatch is in here to party. as you all three see
Oh,
what
no.
looks to be an Esmeralda just busting her way into the establishment.
Thankfully, it's her, not those
Because,
two
of course.
hoodlums.
I was
Uh,
also fearing for that.
Right, right. I will 100% take Esmeralda
I was like,
anytime.
please.
Following close behind her.
Do our eyes meet? Do we have to battle inside the tipsy spender?
No. Again, that's not a thing.
I know, I'm just joking.
I know. Just live character sheet making right now. And by character sheet, I mean just a vessel for the art.
Sam, I love how you're always on top of stuff, ready to go.
A vessel for the art.
I do my best.
Here we see Tim's art vessels.
They say that an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure, and oh boy, do I need a lot of cure.
Who says that?
So that's an old proverb.
Yeah, what is it?
An ounce of prevention is a pound of cure.
I've never heard this.
Yeah, because you never do any prevention.
I don't need to.
Yeah, because with your
The
negative.
early bird gets the worm. That's what I know.
The eager beaver never gets the worm, okay?
Something, I don't know, something
Something dark side.
is something complete. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, look at this art. I know
It's so good.
I know I've showed it off before. It's more gem art, but
I know, of course it's gem
Oh,
art.
no.
Who else could draw 20 out of 10 like that?
I mean, you could also show
Shade
off
is
a little
here.
bit.
Okay, I did set myself up for that one.
Also, Shade is here. Shade also does art.
Yeah, Shade is fantastic.
We have not had much opportunity to
Like-
see much shade art.
Yet.
We have
Yeah,
not,
because
we have not had
majority of the
opportunity for
things-
shade art. We'll have opportunity for shade art later.
That is true.
Shade art comprised
shade
of
art
monsters.
will be happening later. But yes, Esmeralda is in here. You will see that following her are two other peoples as well. Gasp. Or no, not two.
More friends.
Three other peoples. Gasper.
Oh,
Whoa. She's amassed a crowd.
She did say that she had a full team by the time you talked to her again.
I thought that the full team was only three in the team.
Yeah, but they also mentioned that you can have a manager as well. Which
Oh, that is true. And we don't have a manager.
This is how I'm keeping the continuity between this and the Friday game.
Ah, makes sense.
I'm gonna
Yes.
scroll. I never put. Okay. All right. Oh boy, the three of you vamp.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, Esmeralda,
you
how's
know-
it going?
I don't think that's what he meant by vamp, but we got
Oh, I know, I'm putting it on the spot.
So, how are we feeling about the flower contest tomorrow?
You know,
Definitely.
I am hoping to find something new for my team.
I think that's the idea.
So am I.
I think that
I
was
don't
the
know.
idea.
Yeah.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, grass is one of the best types out there, so they could be quite good.
Yeah, grass is fantastic.
I imagine in Jet's mind, it's like, yeah, grass with the 5 resistances it has, it's pretty great.
It's pretty. Unlike steel, it has like 10,000 resistance, and it's like, oh my god, like steel's the worst.
It's pretty weak to fighting.
You realize that
And
being
fire.
resistant to something is good, right?
No, I'm the opposite of that. Weak to.
Oh dear.
You know, so this is gonna sit there. Is there a napkin on this table?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Zenith is gonna go. I'm betting they have this, like a pen out of their pocket and write the word fire and then water and then set it and turn it towards Jet. Which one of these would be strong against the other?
Fire strong against water.
No, water strong against fire because water puts out fires.
But no, because the fire evaporate the water. It's like it just makes sense.
I'm getting, I'm getting, what's that? Some some old ninja anime that I'm trying to remember. Uh, Fre- yeah, Flame of Recca is what it was, where the guy was just like, any kid could tell you that water beats fire, and the guy just claps back with, it's like, yeah, water may beat fire, but fire evaporates water, and it's like, rah,
Sounds
what?
You got me there. Ah.
So they're just looks over at Erie going, we're gonna have a great time with this, aren't we, whenever we have gyms?
Yeah, just like the wasabi, we gotta let them learn.
Learn what?
Yeah.
Nothing, just that experience is the best teacher. I'm excited for the grass flower contest tomorrow. I hope I get a good grass Pokemon.
You know what they
Oh
say,
yeah.
experience is the best teacher, and the second best teacher is pain.
Who says that?
Tim does.
Tim does. I will tell you, word of advice, do not stick your head in the bush. That is not good.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
we did
you
when I
learned
caught
that
a
on
new
the hard way,
Pokemon.
didn't you?
I did. I very much did. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you,
We should get
thank
some
you all for
extra
buying me time.
antidotes and burn heals
course.
and paralyze heals to carry around just for Jet.
Don't worry, I know how to mix medicines. We'll be all right.
Oops.
Huh?
It
I
looks like one
hope
of my other
so.
arts got Draculated in the Great Purge.
Oh
Not
no.
Draculated.
Oh no.
Yes. Onar indeed. It's fine. I can just do the exact same thing. Continue. Continue vamp.
Continue.
Continue vamping.
Yes.
Please.
We're
Yes.
gonna actually need a bunch of extra medicine, aren't we, for this guy?
Could be.
What are you talking about? I can take care of it.
Jet,
Although
what do
he
you
does
do if
have
we
a
come across a
strange
Beedrill?
resistance.
Talk to it.
There's just a slow blink. That is all you get.
All right. There we go. One, got two, got three.
Wait, is that not what you're supposed to do?
No, you should run away. Just like if you see a Vespa Queen, you should run away.
Why though?
They're going to sting you. They're mean.
They are?
They can be.
But
Very territorial.
but why would they be mean if you didn't do anything to them?
They don't know you're not a threat. You could be looking for their
But I'm
honey.
not a threat.
Well, of course not, but they
I don't
know
want
that.
honey. Oh. Well, that's not good.
So what kind of
Well,
Pokemon do you
makes
guys
Just never
want to
been
look?
chased by a Pokemon before. Is that just something that doesn't happen to you?
When you live in the city, there's not too many Pokemon going around. I mean,
You know,
sure,
that does make
if you know where
sense.
to look, you can find them, but like it's not often that you get chased by them or encounter them too much. In the park, you could find a couple of them, but not too much. Like I said, it's a big city. Big city.
I'm just letting this happen at this point.
So Jeff, are you
Okay,
hoping to
so
get a
big
grass
cities are
type
different than Iron Island.
What's that?
Are you hoping to get a
What
grass
was Erie
type tomorrow?
saying?
What?
A grass type is what she said. Are you looking to get a grass type?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
I mean, like I said, if any Pokemon that joins my team's got to know how to throw a beat. So it purely depends.
Oh dear.
What? Is there something wrong?
No, not at all. I just don't know many
Absolutely.
Pokemon that know how to throw a beat, but I guess you did catch that coughing today.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
maybe
pretty
find something
cool.
like a Cricketune.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Cricketots and
It's
Cricketoons are
true.
pretty musical back in Sinnoh.
Yeah. That'd actually be a really good
It's true.
fit for Jet.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the sound of that.
I see what you did there.
So, it is around that time that you hear a familiar voice of an Esmeralda. She's very tiny. And much like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 2, where that guy says, "Awaken my masters," you see that following behind this small girl are 3 very large women, which is to say there is 2 very large women and 1 normal-sized one. But compared to Esmeralda, she is much taller.
Like I say, instead of a tatami mat, it was me, Dio.
Kono wa
God.
Dio da!
It was me, Dio.
You thought it was a tatami mat, but it was
But
me,
says I,
Dio.
Dio.
Oh God.
And you're the world.
And that will be the title for this.
It was me, Dio.
It was
But-
me, Dio.
But
Oh,
yes,
God.
as I have shown off, the more lovely gem art of 3 women. You know,
Oh boy.
the 3 of them walk in awkwardly after Esmeralda just very loudly announces all of their presence. The clearly largest of the 4 of them is this person with the white hair who I've deliberately left as a large size creature because I think it's funny.
Mhm.
She's a large-sized creature.
Yeah, she walks
It's
in. She's
large.
easily about 6 feet, which is and very broad in a lot of different ways, and the shoulders and the legs and the you know areas. As she walks in,
Mhm.
doesn't really seem to mind that Esmeralda has kind of made a fool of herself. It's also very funny because comparatively speaking, Esmeralda is just a fucking bean compared to her. She just like barely comes up to her knees.
She's just there. She just exists. She's tiny.
She is a very tiny woman. Afterwards, just pinching the bridge of her nose is a lady that comes in. She has long black hair, a parasol that is where she is wearing very colorful looking clothing, but in a very goth kind of style. There are chains, rivets, and like a little short dress with what you call stockings as well. She just walks in and it's just like, and we're making a scene already. Love, fantastic. Following in last is a woman that looks like she is very athletic. She has, very toned muscles in her arms and her waist. She has long pink hair that is braided up into a ponytail and is wearing what looks to be just like standard kind of athletic gear, shorts, and kind of like a runner's top. She
I
just kind of
see.
walks in. She also just kind of walks in, looks a little bit exasperated, but doesn't seem to be, like very, like very keyed in on the situation. It's just like, oh, yep, she's doing what she does. Yep, that's the thing that's happening.
Good to know that other people are having a day as well.
I will
It's
note
about to get worse
Yep.
because Jet is waving vigorously.
I was gonna say you are waving vigorously. Esmeralda just knocks the door down, looks around, sees you guys. This is like, my God, Jet! As she runs over to the 3 of you. Hi, hey, how's it been? It's been like less than a day. How's it going?
Been less than 6 hours, probably.
It's going great. I see you've already brought everyone all together. That's
Yep.
really cool, dude.
Yep. This is my team. She just gestures to the 3 of them. It's like, hey guys, come over here. This is the guy I was talking to you about. And it's just like, oh, okay, sure. As the black haired woman comes over to sit down with all of you. The other 2 following suit.
So now it's Jet and all these women.
Yes. Yes, actually, on no certain terms. This is Jet and what is that? 6 women next to him.
Oh my God.
Chat's
Why?
surrounded by women.
And I
How about that?
can't
Little hair
do a
on.
goddamn thing because he has the brain cells of a gnat.
A meta gnat, you might say.
We have very
I
good
hope you
comparison.
know the
my
moment
God.
that Jet and Erie? No, I can't remember the magic lady's name. Damn it.
Esmeralda. Esmeralda.
Yeah, Esmeralda.
Mhm.
The second those two start going and ramping, Zenith has already just like half pulled their shirt up, just like trying to hide their face in their
No,
shirt. The
Zenith is
best
already
they can.
cocooning.
It's just like no.
Oh,
no,
Esmeralda,
no,
this is the
no.
person, this is the last person on the team that showed up. This is Zenith.
Hey, hi, nice to meet you. She walks over. She immediately walks over to you, Zenith, and just like forcibly grabs her hands and starts shaking up and down with both of hers.
Hello.
Hi, Mia. How's it going? How's your day? How you like being on a team with Jet? You kind of took him from me. I'm a little jellied. No, I'm not. Oh, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I was just gonna have him for my team, but
The awkward silence that
There's
follows.
the look of just shock on Zenith's face. Like they don't know what words to say at this moment. They
I
are
will say
too
she-
overstimulated.
I will say I will say she still has like a beaming, just an innocent beaming smile at you. Like she's not even remotely serious. It is
It's-
around this point, however, that the other three kind of gather around as well. The lady with the black hair just kind of looks to the lady with the pink hair, who sighs and rolls her eyes and goes over and grabs Esmeralda off of you. She looks over and it's like, I apologize for her. I apologize for her. She's a bit eccentric. It's like, hey,
You know,
I prefer the term
I-
energetic and friendly and sociable. It's like,
Yeah.
Why is
Why
there
do-
another Jet? Why is there a second one?
She said, "Oh my lord, there's two of them."
Right?
Oh my God, there's two of them.
It is around around this point that the lady with the black hair seems to pass along some money to the proprietress of this place. It appears that they will also be staying here. Interestingly enough, as she just goes over and takes a seat down. She takes a seat down at the table next to you guys. You know, clearly not like interacting with the three of you or introducing herself or anything, just kind of like sitting down and just waiting for the others to come around.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I love this so much.
The pink hair, the white hair girl kind of sees this and then and nods and then follows suit, silently sitting down as well. The lady with the pink hair is just like, I don't suppose it. Uh, hmm. I, from the looks of it, it looks like the three of you are about done. Were you about to head off for the night?
We were thinking
That
about
was
it.
the plan,
Although,
but I'm
hi,
betting
I'm Ari. Nice to
Jet
meet you
would
all.
love to.
What
I'm
were
gonna
you
stay up
saying,
until
Zenith?
11.
What were you saying, Zenith?
Oh, he's just sitting there going, but I bet Jet would love to talk with you guys more.
Yeah, the lady just kind of nods her head, looks over to Erie, and just like, "Oh, yes, sorry, nice to meet you. My name is Freya."
Hi, Freya.
And you know, Esmeralda's like, "Oh, come on, we should all get together and talk. Hey, come on, come on. I mean, you guys are all got. Ooh, I'll get you drinks. Yes." And it's like, no, we don't need any more of that. It's like, anyway, Jet, come on. Anyway, Jet, Yuri, Zenith, come over here and sit down with us, and we can talk and talk and talk and talk.
I thought she sat down next to us. You didn't.
No, she was up in Zenith's face, and then Freya just grabbed her by the shoulder and pulled her away. The other two found a different table, and that is like nearby where yours is, and sat down and are just watching this happen and not engaging.
Gotcha.
It's no thoughts. She said, "Come on, Jet," and he's already stood up. He's just like, "Yeah, let's do this."
All right, Jet goes to the other table.
It'd be rude not to.
Yuri goes to the other table. What you call? Freya just
Is
looks
that
down at. Freya just kind of looks down over at Zenith. She's still holding Esmeralda back, like you would with a dog or a toddler dog.
A toddler dog, a
Toddler
puppy.
dog. Yeah, I was gonna say that's called a puppy.
No, I'm pretty sure they're called a toddler dog.
A toddler dog.
You know what, buddy? Sure, they're called toddler dogs.
But yeah, Freya looks over at Zenith. It's like, you don't have to join us if you don't want to.
I'm just gonna take a moment, rethink my life choices, and then I'll be over there.
Okay. Yeah, she just kind of nods. It's like, I understand. As she just kind of pulls that Esmeralda away and turns her around. It's like, come on, your friends are over here. It's like, but the new friend is over here. Anyway, Jet, hi. As she sit, as Esmeralda
Hi.
and Lucy, as Esmeralda and Freya both sit down.
Poor Zenith. Oh my god.
I love this character so much. It gives me such an excuse to be. It gives me such an excuse to have a character who's just like, no, I don't want to interact with people. No.
I'm having a great time. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this.
This is great.
Just why is there two of them?
Why is there two? Why is there two?
But yeah, Zenith, are you doing anything specific, or are we moving on to the others?
Did you?
Go ahead and move on to the others real quick.
Okay. So, Eerie and Jet, you are now sitting. You are sitting at a table with three women and one extra large woman.
Indeed. My dream.
I mean, yeah, all of our dreams, certainly. But yes,
Truly.
the girl with the white hair just kind of looks over to the two of you and just kind of nods, just like as if as you have been acknowledged by them. They have acknowledged your presence. The girl with the black hair seems to already have a bottle of sake in her hands as she's just pouring herself a very large cup of
I
it.
presume it's been a very long day for them.
Yes, and she's just holding it in her hands in the same way that a very effeminate person may hold a glass of wine, myself included, which is like the underhand cupping of it. It's just she's just kind of like, just drinks it like very bougily. If that is an adjective I'm creating right now.
Bougily?
Yes, bougily. No,
Bougily.
I guess that would be a verb now, wouldn't it?
I guess so. Oh, an
She's
adjective.
because she's drinking a cup of sake, but she's drinking it bougie like.
There it is.
Yes.
She's very
Bougily.
bougie in the way that she drinks. She doesn't
Very much
stop.
So
No one is asking her to. She's earned this.
she's just. Oh goodness.
Esmeralda sits down next to you, Jet. It's like, so what happened today? It's been like, checks her wrist. She doesn't have a watch. Looks over at you. Like 6 hours, I think.
It has not been a lot, has it?
You gotten any stronger? Huh? I'll tell you right now. I'm already leagues ahead of where I'm at right now.
Well, you'll never guess. I caught a new Pokemon.
Oh, but that's super cool. Let me see it.
And it was so super played off.
Yeah.
Are they gonna allow me? It's fine. He's gonna toss out his coughing.
All right, you toss out your coughing. The coughing just like floats in the air as it beatboxes like cough, 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 cough. As Esmeralda just kind of looks up there with like literal stars in her eyes with her two hands on both of her cheeks and the open hand motion, just like, oh, that's so cool. It sings. That's so neat.
I know,
presume it makes
right?
him coughing very
Isn't she
happy.
awesome?
does.
I named her Smokey. She's really cool.
That is super cute. The coughing gets like a tiny little blush as it's a coughing. It's smiling. It smiles perpetually, but it's just looking at it just like, oh, I'm happy, as it just rotates in a 360 in midair and in appreciation.
Oh my god, I can't with this. This is
Eerie, what are you doing?
sitting down next to them, obviously enjoying the conversation and watching the coffee.
Right, right. I will say that
Because that's
Freya
all you can do.
also sits down. She's on the other side of Esmeralda. Doesn't seem to be interacting terribly much, but
So where all did you guys go today?
oh well. See, that's the thing. We wandered around, and then I went to the clothes store, and then I didn't have any money, and then we wandered around some more, and then I found a trainer, and then we fought a little bit, and then I beat them up, and then the other two, I don't really remember what you guys did. It's like we went over to the Poke School. We found out. We found out that they've been having trouble with ghost type Pokemon, so we decided to see if we could do anything about it. Fortunately, the ones that are actually causing problems only come out at night. So
Ooh, sounds like a side quest.
yeah, funnily you should mention this. By the way, this is the black hair woman that's mentioning all of this.
Mhm.
She has stopped drinking in order to talk. A mean feat to be sure.
Mhm.
But
Oh, that sounds so
yes,
cool.
above her head you see a little blue exclamation mark, that
Oh
is
my
the
gosh.
indicator of a side quest. I'm kidding.
Wait, tell us more about what's going on with the Poke School. What's going on? Are the ghost Pokemon causing trouble?
That
Uh,
sounds sick.
Somewhat. My sister tells me that they've been causing problems with some of the equipment there, and that it's getting to be a pain to re-import some of it. So yeah, so they wanted to see if somebody could do something about it. They have the I will actually go ahead and zoom out. The school in question is this building down here in the corner,
Oh,
down here,
Hmm.
down here.
I'm intrigued by this side quest.
But yes,
I am
basically
also intrigued.
but yeah, she'll be like, the school is really large and has a decently good budget, which is honestly pretty impressive for a public school. It had but it has its own or not observatory. I guess it's technically kind of that. It has its own planetarium up at the very top of the school, and that has a lot of very expensive equipment in there that the Pokemon have been messing with every now and again. So
Mhm.
so if it keeps being a problem, then they're gonna send somebody in to go deal with them.
Ugh, an exorcist.
I
Spell tag.
once went into a
Don't hurt yourself,
planetary
Jet.
The black haired woman
planetarium.
just stares at you, just waiting for you to get the word out.
Planetarium. Yes, that is
That
it.
was very
I went once. It was
that was
cool.
very difficult. That was very difficult for you. I could tell.
It
Are you guys
was.
planning to check it out tonight? We could help.
There, Esmeralda's like, yes, we absolutely. The long haired woman's like, no, not tonight. We have we're going to we were trying to get ready supplies and things ready because you were telling us how you were really keen to go back up to. Oh wait, that's right. Now that I think about it, which direction do they go? They go south, and then eventually there. Go.
What is
Yeah,
going
so I
on? I
guess
had to walk
yeah,
away.
they actually would be going up. So yeah, she's just like I told because you were saying how you were excited to go back. You were saying how you were excited to go back up to Crescendo so you could show us your school, which is a multi-day trip, and we need to get prepared for that. It's like, oh, right. And you said that we have to spend all day tomorrow getting ready, and that if we wanted to, we could go tomorrow night. Yes, I'm really glad you remembered.
Good job, Esmeralda.
Yeah! She gives you a high five.
You'll high five back.
So yes, I suppose in the meantime, if there were a group of do-gooder trainers that wanted to have first dibs of the ghost types that were there, they would have tonight to go and do that. Other
Or we could go as a big harem group tomorrow.
Aram.
What's that?
She just looks over at Eerie.
No, I wasn't in character.
Okay, all right.
I was not in character. That was not.
Okay, good.
I was ready. I had the gun in my hands and I was ready.
Yeah, no, you were your finger was on that trigger.
I swear, I walk away for 2 minutes and I come back to this. What?
Go side quest.
Go side
Side
quest?
quest!
Okay.
Yep, go side quest. I will say that as presumably, unless Zenith has left, she would all they are close enough that you would be able to hear all of this.
Yeah, she's sitting there over at the other table. At this point, I would like to think that she has slowly slunk her way over and just sat down as quietly as possible.
Mm-hmm. I will mention
like
that
a
you sit.
ghost.
I was gonna say you sit down. The lady with the big lady with the white hair just kind of looks over at you and just kind of silently nods and affirms your presence, just like,
There's just a nod back.
You're not sure why, but you like this one the most. They don't do
This
they
one-
don't do they don't do things like talk to you.
This one is quiet. You know what? If they're being quiet, Zenith is gonna sit right next to them.
You do so, yes.
Zenith has found the quiet one. Zenith has found the one that they are okay.
You're
Uh,
good.
I love it. I love this group. This rival team is one of my favorites. They're very fun.
I find it funny that our leader and their leader are both eccentric, crazy characters.
They both
So
show-
what I'm seeing is all we need to do is I don't know how tall everyone is, but we either need to find one really tall person or one really short person.
Probably one
God.
really tall person because I think Eerie is short enough for the entire group.
Aries isn't that short.
Yeah. Anyway, that all being said, says the long-haired woman.
Mhm.
That all being said, we're actually going to be going to bed relatively early tonight so we can get ready for the morning. Oh, I suppose I haven't introduced myself. My name is Zaris Bell. Yes, I will mention that Eerie and Jet.
I would say Aries is like a mouth is about.
Yeah, I
was
was-
about to be like Bell.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say there's no role required even for Jet. There is no role required. Both of you know the Bell Industries here in this
Yep.
region. So yeah, she says that both of you have whatever reactions that you may.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Nice to meet you. My name is Jet. I'm pretty sure Esmeralda already introduced me.
A bit. She told us about you. Oh, points over to the lady with the white hair. That over there is Kat. She doesn't talk much.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. I'm
She
Aries.
nods her head enthusiastically, just like, It is correct. I do not talk much. Yes, Eerie, you. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're fine. I was saying it's nice to meet everybody.
Mm-hmm.
How come she doesn't talk?
Do you guys need help tomorrow night?
I mean, Esmeralda pipes up. It's like, well, I guess if you wanted to join us tomorrow night, you certainly could.
What do you think, Jet? Do you want to check out some ghost Pokemon? Sounds spooky.
I know I want to.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Well, we gotta have Zenith.
I would like to say that Zenith is sitting there with the Toothdial in their lap, has looked at Kat and has just held up the Toothdial to them at this point.
Zenith looks down at the Totodile. The Totodile looks up at her. Roll just a flat d20 for Totodile for me, please.
Thinking about
Oh,
biting,
no.
isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm. Thinking about chomping. Constitution
12.
save.
Jeez.
I was
The
gonna.
average rolls today.
Yeah, right. So Totodile
It's
opens
great.
its mouth like it's thinking like it's about to bite, and then Cat and then Kat just with zero hesitation or really anything, just takes her large hand and just kind of starts petting the Totodile, and then it shuts its mouth and it's just like, yeah, it's like, ooh, this is nice.
I like cat skitties.
I will mention her entire hand is as big as your Totodile's head.
Not concerning.
There's no conversation, but there's definitely a conversation between the two quiet ones.
Right. But yes,
Nothing
Zenith,
is said, but everything is said.
But Zenith, you were asked a question by your party members. Do you want do you want to join them on a ghost hunt?
You know what? Zenith is just gonna nod, just like, yeah, this is fine.
Yay!
Freya
Ghost
will just kind of pipe up and it's just like, well, we were planning to go tomorrow night, probably sometime after 8, if you guys were even still planning to be in the city at that point.
Yeah, we're doing the flower contest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, flower contest! I want to join. No, says Zeris. Like I said, most of tomorrow is going to be spent getting preparations done. It's like, boo,
Yeah.
boo, boo. She just points over at Zeris. It's like, yes.
That's too bad. They're having some really cool prizes tomorrow.
They
I
have
also could have
prizes.
used the competition.
Like what?
Well, I know it's Sunstone, but I think it's first place.
Do any of them need a sunstone? I don't think they do. At least not
But
currently.
do they know that?
At least not currently. Well, yeah, they all know what Pokemon that they have.
Well, the
so.
3 of them do. But this Esmeralda knows she doesn't need assistance.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, she's smarter than Jet. Okay.
Yes, she look, the way that she acts isn't due to a lack of intelligence.
This is a Jet, but if they were intelligent.
Like Jet
There's
is
a distinct difference.
Jet is look. I'll make things easy. Jet is the way he is because of a lack of intelligence. Esmeralda is the way that she is because of a lack of social skills.
Yeah. Got it.
There is a distinct difference.
Well, then, should we plan to meet up here tomorrow, a little before 8?
I suppose we can. We were going to stay here the night, and presumably I guess presumably the next night too, after everything's said and done, unless we want to just bunk in the Pokemon Center. This is Freya talking.
Sounds like a plan. It's pretty darn cool.
Looking forward to it.
Zeris finishes her cup of sake and it's just like, I personally don't care much where we stay, so long as it has decent accommodations.
I don't care where we stay. Baka.
Well, it's more just like I don't really want to stay at a Pokemon Center. Like I will if I have to, but I would prefer staying somewhere else. Is what she's getting at.
Yeah.
Zeris is fun because she's what you call high maintenance. That's the word.
Yeah. I like that we all take up 1 square except for
Cat.
yeah,
Yes, she
4 squares.
like I said, she is beat. Technically speaking, I would make Esmeralda smaller, but
If she could take up a half a square.
but Roll20 will physically not let me make her smaller than 1 square.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You need a bed. One time I was curious what it was like sleeping on the dirt, so I spent the night outside. It was cold.
Yeah, Esmeralda just pipes out. It's like, yeah, it is cold outside, isn't it? I tried doing that once, and I was next to a tree, but then I decided I couldn't do it, so I went back home.
Oh, it would have been a good idea to go back in.
I was gonna mention at the mention of sleeping outside though, Katarina, or that's the cat's out of the bag on that one, but Cat just kind of perks up and just like as she looks over, it's just like sleeping outside. I know about that.
I'm like trying so hard to not use the knowledge I have right now.
I mean, you guys do
Man,
have meta knowledge. It is yours to use as you see fit.
Well, we don't want to use Friday game knowledge on Sunday game
that's
stuff.
what I'm saying.
I mean, that's why I said it's yours to use as you see fit.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, for the sake of brevity,
Mhm.
would anyone be continuing the conversation with these three? Anything you guys want to ask them? Anything you guys want to mention to them at all, or what's happening here? What are we doing?
No, I'm very ghost mission accepted.
Okay.
Plan established.
Yeah, I
2
think
hours
I'm
with no Pokemon
also
interaction.
pretty good.
Yep. Look,
I
it's
think I'm
been
also pretty good.
it's been a social.
building.
I was gonna say it's been a social game.
Yeah,
So far,
I will
just wait
say
till we get into the
he's-
later stuff.
That's true. That's true.
he's probably gonna spend the night, like, or at least try for as long as he can before it's 11 o'clock. My goodness, to like,
Oh.
hang out with everyone.
Okay, so I will say Esmeralda is absolutely an enabler, and she will, yeah, she will absolutely keep you up. Eventually, after some time has
Mhm.
passed, the lodge woman will have made her way back to a room. You will notice that the entire time she did not talk a single time.
Mhm.
Occasionally gave some grunts, some nods, or some shakes of the head in affirmation or denial, or if conversation
I
came
am
up.
Groot. Yes.
Yes, well, not even that much.
Yeah.
But afterwards, she makes her way to the back room. Freya and Zaris kind of looked at each other. It's like, well, it's like, well, it's getting to be pretty late. Esmeralda, it's time for bed. It's like, fine. See you later, Jet. See you later, Erie. See you later, Zenith. Nice meeting you both.
Bye.
It was
That's
nice seeing you
more than-
again.
As the three of them will follow suit and make their way to a back room. The three of you have been left.
Did you say the back rooms?
No, I did not say the liminal space.
I know, just joking.
I know. I'm gonna make these spindas a little bit teenier.
Zenda's first thing is as soon as their god has stood up and is walking towards their room.
I understand. Zenith makes their way to your guys' room as well.
Zenith has had a big day.
Also, gonna add these to the map layer, so because they're part of the establishment.
Ta-da.
Look at that.
Ta-da.
Cute.
I love how they're like, come into the place.
Yeah, so cute.
It's very adorable.
Ari will also head to the room.
Welcome.
All right, Ari will make her way to the bed. The other two follow suit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Zenith?
so Zenith already was.
Oh, okay. All right. So the three of you make your way into your room. It is a very simple looking layout. It is again, there are more tatami mats. They are spread across in a medium-ish sized room that have what looks to be a grouping of 4 futons that are on the floor that are equal distant from each other and are arranged so that the head of one person would be parallel to the head of another person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a relatively cozy living space, but a living space nonetheless.
Very much so. I like it a lot.
I have a question though. Jet, you will be sleeping in the same room as 2 girls.
What would
Okay.
your mother
Do we
say
have a
about
divider?
this?
Yeah.
I don't know what she would say about this. She's not here now, is she?
We're gonna meet Jet's mom, and she's gonna be like, "Why are you with these people?" I'm just like, "Oh."
I don't know. There is no reaction. It is go to bed. It is bed o'clock. Bed
is-
o bye.
It is hashtag EP time.
Indeed.
It is.
Yay, long rest.
You know, it's not exact. You know what? Actually, I'm not even. Oh right, I don't have my D20 for that. Tragic. Screw it.
Oh,
I'll just
That
do
was
this.
not what I was meaning to do.
Oops.
Actually, don't.
Oh no, just
I was trying to update it to be what it needed to be.
Okay. But yes, the three of you will bed down for a long rest. Okay. All right. Now, better question. Okay. All right. I would like to know what are some people's passive perceptions?
Oh boy, 12.
13.
Gotcha.
looking it up now.
Scroll down. 14.
14. Cool.
All right. Okay. I need to double check a stat.
Oh my god, guys, my ad blocker is blocked 100,051, 524,000 freaking ads. Isn't that insane?
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
gosh, yeah, that's putting in the work.
Oh man.
Have
You
thought
should
of
get a
upping your
raise.
subscription to annually? Ah, malware warning. Your personal data may be exposed. Reactivate now to stay secure.
Tragic.
How did you know we were talking about, McAfee?
McAfee, no!
By the way, it's not
Like the
sponsored by
timing.
McAfee.
No, absolutely it is not. Okay. So I will mention
Yeah,
that Zenith and Eerie,
yep,
both of your sleeps are undisturbed.
good.
Jet,
You know,
your sleep, you also did not notice anything. But
Mhm.
see, the thing is, your sleep is disturbed as you feel firstly a hand over your mouth and then a slight jostle of your shoulders.
Mhm. Yeah, wake up, look.
Okay. You wake up. It is very dark and kind of bleary. Why don't you just make a perception check for me, please?
Okay, cool.
This is more
frick.
just to this is
Oh,
more
wait,
just to see.
that was a disadvantage.
Yeah,
It's
well,
an
it's an
8.
8. It's
Either
an 8
way.
Okay, well, it's not like a 5 or something. So it's like it takes your eyes a second to adjust a little bit, but they're in your face. You see what looks to be an Esmeralda. She doesn't have her hat. She is wearing what looks to be, her normal clothes. Though, interesting thing is that she has what looks to be a chain and a padlock around one of her wrists. That's weird.
Oh.
As she looks down, as she's like holding her hand over your mouth, as she puts another hand up to her mouth, as she gives the shh kind of
Yeah.
motion.
What kind of dream is Jet having?
Who said this was a dream?
I know.
so Esmeralda's kidnapping our leader.
She is kidnapping no one.
Oh man. I
Uh,
suppose that he's just gonna sit up, rub his eyes, and just Esmeralda?
she again she made the shoosh motion with
It's
her
Jet.
with her fingy.
Oh yeah.
As she's gonna take her hand off of your mouth, and
Mhm.
she's gonna do the little come here motion with her finger as
Mhm.
she stands
Okay.
up and walks out of your room.
Okay, he's gonna follow. God.
Okay, cool. So you follow her, and then outside of
I
her
just
room,
need to know.
Huh?
I need you to know every single one of my instincts is telling me this is a bad idea. I just
And
need you to
why?
know this.
Why? Why would you ever think that?
What
I don't
good can
know.
come
Why
of
would I?
this?
I don't know. Funny it could come from this. Who could tell? Who could say? Who could even ever?
Jet in the morning, I
Ugh.
guess.
That remains to be seen.
Shit.
So anyway, I'm gonna put you out, Mia. I'm gonna
Mhm.
put you out. I'm gonna put you out, Mia. All right. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh
she motions for
boy.
you to follow her, you know, a little further away from the rooms. As she just goes over as she and as you get closer to her, she's just like kind of like leans in a little bit close, not exactly right next to your ear, but she just kind of whispers, "Ghost hunt."
Mm.
Like the place,
She
the
just not
house looking thing.
she nods her head, just like, "Yeah, no, 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 no."
Okay. Should we alert the others or?
She's just like, mm-mm. She's like shakes her head, just like, no, no, Saris is gonna be mean to me if I wake her up.
I gotcha. You know,
Whisper Esmeralda's head
I'm
on
starting to
the
I'm
date.
starting to think that
Wait for
Ceres
the
is
date.
like your Zenith.
Oh, yeah. Does Zenith lock you up when you go to sleep so you don't roll around too?
No. Is she supposed to?
Oh, do you roll around a lot in your sleep?
I don't know. I haven't tested that.
She just kind of shrugs. It's just like she's just like, yeah, no. She said that she did it because I told her about how I sleepwalk all the time sometimes, and then she's like, yeah, no, you need to not do that. And then her and then Freya and then Kat are like, yeah, well, not really so much Kat because she doesn't talk. But you know, we're gonna like do this thing where we're gonna put you in like a blanket burrito, and then we're gonna lock it up so that you don't move around. But this time I was ready for it, and I got and I got out, and now ghost hunt.
Isn't this their first night together?
Sick.
How do they already know
All
these
right.
stats?
But she told them. And specifically, she just like, oh yeah, no. Sometimes I told them about how sometimes all the time I sleepwalk like really far away, and it's like you know a quote problem, and then Zeros is like, okay, no, I'm not dealing with that, and I have money.
Eh,
Uh, well, it's a good
for
thing you
items.
called me because I specialize in poison, and poison is strong against ghost.
See, that's the thing. Esmeralda is smart, so I'm gonna roll something for her because she is also from Crescendo. Okay, all right. She's just like, so she looks over at you. She's like, "You're right. At least you would be if we were in Crescendo. Don't think that works here, but who knows? Maybe it does. You could definitely try it out."
I love how
I don't know what this means, but righteous. All right, let's go. Let's
Ooh,
do this. I'm excited.
ooh! I just had a thought. If it does work the way it does in Crescendo, then my psychic types will also be good because then the ghost will be not the ghost won't do lots of damage to him. Yeah, that's the great idea.
What a what a perfect time to test this out. This is oh my god, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, let's come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
oh yes, the two of them alone. This could only end well. I'm so happy for
Ugh.
this.
As Esmeralda just kind of grabs you by the wrist, sneaks you out of the front door of this place, which you know, much like any normal place of like hotel or someplace, you know, does have a person just in the front desk, just like doing the night shift, just like looking around because you know the restaurant itself is closed, but like they do keep an eye out for like people coming in and coming out.
Hmm.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I will note that it's not the lady. You see what looks to be just like an older looking like an older looking guy, like definitely like probably pushing his 60s. He has like a long white like long white frizzled beard and like very unkempt hair, and just kind of looks out to the two of you, says not a thing, just looks over it, just like ain't my problem. It just shakes his head like it's not his problem.
Because it's not.
It is
Not my
100%.
issue.
It is 100% not. It is 50 Shades of not his problem. As yeah, Esmeralda, I will also mention that the time period for this is considered deep night, so we're not gonna be really worrying about time here all that much unless it becomes a real factor. She's going to
Huh.
lead you all the way down here.
Not this is the deep night.
Yay!
Yeah. Ghost hunt. I will also mention
Ghost Hunter.
for the sake of our two other player characters, if at any point you would like to, like, say, you know, get up or like make a roll of some kind or really anything like that, maybe participate in this, you are more than welcome to. If not, if you want to let this just be a Jet thing, that is also perfectly fine.
I was kind of wondering if eventually one of her teammates would notice that she's missing and come wake us up.
That is entirely possible. This is more the thing of if you would like to do something earlier.
So Aerie is based loosely off of some attributes of me, and I sleep through tornadoes.
It's true.
So Aerie will not be waking up
Understood.
unless there's a noise or somebody wakes her up.
All right.
I have to think of a Zenith. I think that they would the way that their brain would be functioning at this time would be if here's doors or anything moving, they're attempting to wake up.
Okay. You know what? I had rolled for Esmeralda and she just barely beat out what you call Erie's passive perception. She got a 14 on herself is what happened. Which in this case is meeting is beating, but I'd be willing to call that a push if you wanted to say that, Erie notices or that Erie hears something. Whether or not she acts on that information or not is up to her.
She would not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I want to be part of this, but she just wouldn't.
I understand. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
Not unless she was on call and she's like, if there's like a hurt Pokemon or something, sure. But nobody's hurt. There's no danger.
There's nobody hurt. Yet nobody's hurt. No danger yet.
Yeah. So no, they're like we're just hanging out, and I mean, whatever noise she hears is probably normal to the hotel. Rolling back over.
Yep. Other than that, if Jet, you would make for me a stealth check, just retroactively.
Gotcha. That's probably gonna be amazing.
That is a CX.
So they're making all the racket leaving this room.
Well, I mean, again, we'll get to that. First and foremost, Jet, are you keeping that 6? Are you doing anything with it?
I literally can't. I have no inspiration. I have nothing else I can do.
No potatoes. I understand. Okay, so how this is going to have played out then is he got out of the room relatively quietly, but he was relatively loud in that conversation with Esmeralda. So yes, definitely, between lucid sleeping between Erie and Zenith, you will have 100% have heard Jet just yell something. Whether or not that's, again, I say, whether or not that's information either of you to act on is completely up to you, but evidently Jet is up to something.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's a grown man. He's fine.
But with that all being said, unless Zenith at any point in time, actually both of you at any point in time, you can just tell me, you do a thing. But for the time being, Jet, you are led here by Esmeralda. What you see is a very nice looking school building. It appears to be made predominantly out of wood. It has a large open, basically like campus area that has like a path that leads in with a with a circle around a fountain that leads into 3 different directions that have 3 different entrances. She points over to the just straight down. She's like, "All right, we're gonna go down to that main building over there." And then I think Zara said that they were gonna keep it unlocked for when we came over to investigate. So, and I went ahead and I told them that we were doing that, so it should be good.
Oh,
Should
cool. If we
be
got permission,
here.
then everything's fine.
Yeah. As Esmeralda is just gonna just wander. Yeah, right on up over here.
Oh yeah, the psychic type going
He's
up
gonna
against all the
follow
ghosts
us.
is gonna be just fine.
Gonna be just fine.
You know
You have
what?
no
You
idea.
know what? If the water types can beat the grass types in the sewers,
Yep. You know?
seen stranger things happen here.
We have, yeah.
And it's not
I
I
going
mean,
up against
literally, their
Travis.
first match it was against the worst matchup of all time, and I
do
still
love that.
won.
I do love that the world is kind of like passively reinforcing Jet's strange shit, strange
is.
views on the type
Really.
chart.
Yeah.
Like he beat Esmeralda to cite the type matchup. You guys beat the grass types to cite the type matchup.
Right.
Like
It's like I can be confused here, you know. It's like
Yeah,
it's
like
just
Jets
right.
is actually like legitimately confused because it is actively.
it is actively being reinforced in the strangest of ways.
Yeah.
Yes. I need to double check something for her because I think she does actually have a chance of getting a Pokemon here. I will also mention it may be a little early, but it is 9:30. We could it is up to you whether or not you want to start this little foray or if we want to save it for next episode.
I'm good.
Okay, you good? Alrighty.
hmm
Okay, we'll be
My
able
brain,
to.
Steph needs to get sleeper or something.
Oh, that's true. Are you going to be all right for a bit?
Yeah. She not got packed.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. We do.
Perfect timing.
I'm sitting here going, it'd be so much fun to have Zenith over here, but at the same time, I'm like, but let Jet have his time to beat Jet.
Oh no, exactly.
I'd
Right.
Mhm.
Like I really
listen,
want this
okay?
solo adventure between these two.
Absolutely,
Do
absolutely.
do what you think your characters will do. Yeah, it's if you feel like this is something that would happen, do it by all means. Be in character.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna look it up by. Is it really this? This can't be right. Oh wait, no, I remember.
A being character would Booth Zenith would be hearing the yelling and would have at least like woken up and checked on them.
I mean, we'll say linear time being
You
what it is. At some point, Zenith will have looked to check, and yes, you will see that Jet is missing.
actually, could I try and like flavor something here? That noise that happened was Jet setting up the fake pillow prop. So
Okay,
like
sure.
the cartoon ass like pillow just
We'll go ahead and say that the stealth roll passes to that as well. Then.
yeah, that's what the noise was.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. She has. Yeah, no, she actually has a couple of things she could maybe get here.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to double check that.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen.
Nothing bad whatsoever is going to happen here in this haunted school. Anyway, so
And
Every Japanese school
Mhm.
has one of the 7 mysteries, and usually one of the 7 is that the school is haunted.
yeah, right. Anyway, yes, the two of you wander in to the front, literally through the front door of this building.
Is there music?
You know, there is. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't have music for this entire thing happening right now. Actually, uh,
This reminds me of the
No
episode when
beams.
Gengar and Haunter and Ghastly just want someone to play with.
is it this one? What? Why? What? I I love how I love how I search for something like I actually just search for something like in the search bar, and it gives me something completely different
That's
i
just the best.
from YouTube.
I love that.
Why?
Well, it's been doing that a lot lately too. I don't know what's up about that.
Okay, okay, all right. Let's do this. Here we got this too. There we go. That'll do. Copy link. Then again, I am also on a different what you call it, YouTube profile off of my phone. Oh.
Gotcha.
Ooh. I actually think I will need to switch my YouTubes off of my phone because I don't have YouTube Red on the on this channel that I stream off of. Anyway, they're in the text voice. There you go. Right. Okay. Switch accounts. Go to the other one that actually has all my stuff on it.
Oh, of course it is. Why am I not surprised?
Why would I mean honestly? Why wouldn't you be? There we
Fair
go.
point.
Loop video, and I can have the thing open. Yes. Excellent. But yes, the two of you walk in through the front door. You see a very, very nice looking school, actually. Which is interesting for you, Jet, because you were only at your high school for, yes.
It's
But you.
like, oh, this brings back bad memories.
Oh, you too, huh? And that.
Oh no!
As she
I completely forgot.
as she walks in.
Yeah, been a while, but it's okay. I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
I got a new path.
Oh yeah. Anyway, ghosts. As I'm not gonna do this because I don't want to peek the mic, but she's going to shout out, "Hello, ghosts! We're here to find you." Her voice echoes throughout the dark din of the place. There is
Mhm.
what you see, a very nice laid wooden floor that leads in multiple different directions. Further up leads to what looks to be a double staircase, and then to the left and right seems to create a like you see with the building, seems to go off in 12 directions until they seem to get to corners, which turn to create what looks to be effectively just a large square.
Mhm.
As she shouts out, there is just a cacophonous echo until eventually her words just bounce and then return, and then the place returns to a din. It appears that that has done nothing. She just is like, huh. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that would work. Well,
I
guess we have to
was
search around.
too. You know, what if he's actually gonna grab his guitar and just strum like in like a sort of like semi ominous tune. Like he feels the vibe and he's like, maybe this will allure them. Maybe they'll want to be friends if I play some cool music, just like the coughing did.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't you make a performance check for me?
Oh lord. Also, all those other times I made performance checks, which you were generous with, I forgot to add the +2 modifier.
Oh yeah, that's right, because your guitar gives you a bonus, doesn't it?
Not only that, but I had the drink, remember?
Oh, that's right, you did. You got the
Yeah.
tea.
Well, this is 17.
All right.
Oh
You
boy.
come in here. You start playing a spooky tune. you start strumming your guitar in a way that Napstablook would be proud.
Love him.
Really? Nothing? All right, fine. I suppose that's fine.
I love him.
Uh,
I love the Blook.
that being said, Esmeralda is just kind of listening over. She's kind of tapping her foot a little bit, just like, "Ooh, yeah, I like that." I bet they'd like that too. It's nice and spooky. You know, it would be better. You know, what would be great is if she kind of like reaches over to your guitar and do you let her do stuff?
Plot twist, it's spooking the ghost.
Jet.
My Wi-Fi died.
Oh. Tragic.
So what happened?
I was gonna say you start strumming your guitar in a spooky fashion in a way that would make Napstablook proud.
Yes.
I was gonna say Esmeralda seems to be vibing with it. She was like, "Ooh, you know what'd be even better?" As she's reaching out to touch your guitar.
Oh, I see.
Are
Yeah,
you
he's not
going-
gonna do anything about it.
Okay, cool. She gets over to one of the top chords nearby where the fret is, and she just kind of
Mhm.
plucks it. I'm gonna roll something for her.
Oh no.
So I know I've mentioned in the Friday game, but each of the NPCs have their own unique stat that they're allowed to do. I'll give you 3 guesses to what Esmeralda's is.
Hey, I think I'm about to find out, aren't I?
I'll give you a hint. It starts with C and ends with Aos.
Chaos. Oh no.
No.
Of course it was her. It had to be her.
Yep. Okay. She gets a 15 for chaos.
Is that good?
Uh,
Want that?
what makes you think I know? I don't control this girl.
Well,
Well,
you know.
But yeah, no, you see her pluck one of the strings, and it makes like a kind of noise that seems to echo out a little bit. And the both of you notice that off in off in the distance in what appears to be one of the classrooms, you hear what sounds to be like a clattering sound. She just kind of points over. It's just like, ooh, over there, we got a live one, or a dead one, or anyway, let's go.
We got something. Let's go. Yes. God.
I love her. I love her so much.
This hurts. This like physically hurts.
Good. Embrace the pain.
I guess. Oh boy.
Actually, yeah, you know what? It's definitely not one of those because I don't want to murder you guys yet.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll make it one of these. Which makes sense. It kind of, yeah.
I would kindly not like to get murdered.
Okay.
Maybe if you wanted that, maybe you shouldn't have ran off with ghosts.
See, I
Just-
hear your point. Counter arguments. What was Your Honor? What was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do, Shade?
I don't know, maybe warn your friends, be concerned
was
for your
told to
friends' well-being if
shush.
they're being shackled in their sleep.
I was told to shush. Okay.
That's true.
respect that.
Your Honor, my client was in fact told to shush.
I'm just shaking my head at you. I hope you know this.
Also, I'm looking.
Thank you, Your
Also-
Honor.
Also, I'm looking in on the thing, and for some odd reason, Hoopa's default level is 20, whereas Lunala and Marshadow are both level 15 by default. And I'm like, why? What?
Because
why?
Hoppa is magical
You're-
and beautiful.
And I guess, but like Hoppa is like the same base level as Giratina for some reason.
That's odd.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
That's what I'm
concerned
saying.
that you're looking at Hoppa's stats.
Well, I'm not.
Shay, don't question it.
I'm not looking at. I'm not looking at Hoppa's stats specifically. It's more just like I have it filtered by ghost, so it's like all the ghosts show
Ah.
up.
Don't worry about it, Shay. I'm sure I will be fine.
But yes, Esmeralda just kind of rushes down, and eventually you get.
Tehupa appears.
Man, I miss helpful friendly Hoopa. Not so much genocide Hoopa or evil Hoopa, but helpful friendly Hoopa was fun.
Friendly Hoopa?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway,
Oh,
she gets over
okay.
to a corner room over here. It appears to be it has there's a door that leads into a classroom that has the words chemistry written on it, and she's just like yes, it's in here. As she just with zero hesitation, just full abandon, just opens the door to the room, and she's just like, come on, come on, come on.
This is a bad place. This is the science one. I was always bad at this one.
But there's a thingy in here.
That's true.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What if the ghost learns how to science? What then, Jet? What if the ghost? What if the ghost sciences?
Yes, yes.
You know what? You're right. We have to stop this now. Let's go.
She just nods her head grimly. Just as
No
as she-
sane person should ever do science.
I'm having a great time.
I love how you gave me my greatest fear. School.
No.
Ugh.
Obedience.
No
Missy work.
no conformity. Owl House
I
is such
can't
a
no,
believe it.
learning.
Owl House is such a good show. Anyway, but yes, the two of you walk into the chemistry room. You see what looks to be just a very bog standard kind of place, though it does seem to be that well funded that this place seems to be. There's actually quite a lot of equipment. There is a what looks to be just no shortage of what seems to be microscopes. What you call there's an anatomy mannequin over in the corner. There seems to be a locker that seems to be closed, but presumably is filled with a few things. Teacher's desk, plenty of places for the students to actually sit, like what appear to be two very large long desks that have chairs all around them so that several people can sit around them all at once. A large chalkboard and other sorts of like books and other things around. I don't fucking know science, man. But yes,
Yeah, neither do I.
yes, but yeah. As you all get in, the two of you, I imagine,
Mhm.
look around a little bit.
Oh
Jet,
yeah. Just
I would be curious to know what you would be doing.
looking around, see if there's any ghost types, see if like there's anything in the any spirits with us.
All right, you look around. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check?
Cool. That thing that I'm definitely good at. Oh,
15.
surprising.
So interestingly enough, you look around and you kind of like see that they're over by oddly enough, over by the mannequin. There appears to be something. There appears to be something rattling around by it.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
We'll approach it. We'll see. We'll just say just like point out to Esmeralda, just over here.
Oh,
Look.
I was gonna say Esmeralda was actually like it took you a second. She was looking that direction pretty much as soon as she got into the room. Like she was
I guess
looking
you found it
dead.
already.
She was looking dead center at it. She's just looking at it. She's like, I'm watching you. And then as you point that out to her, she's just like, oh, don't you worry. He's been looking at me too.
Who?
The thing over there. the Mr. the Mr. Blood and Guts guy over there.
So what?
Well, yeah,
Do I
it's an
see anything there?
yeah, it's an anatomy mannequin.
Oh, it's not okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those ones where it has like half the side is flesh and the other half is internals.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's completely fair. I was, I wasn't really looking at what that actually was. I was kind of just looking at the outline of it.
Yeah. Also you can see that his face looks weird.
It does.
Which she just kind of points out. As she points that out with your 15 perception, you're like, yeah, it does. Wait a minute. There's a thing on that. There's a thing on that. As you see what instead of a face, you see what appears to be just a golden disc.
Oh boy. Even not have the brain cells to know what that is. It's like, looks kind of like a mask.
It does. It does look kind of like a mask.
If we
I'm gonna
touch
go
it, are we gonna get possessed?
I'm gonna go touch it. Esmeralda moves to go towards the mannequin. Do you do anything? He's actually gonna actually try and touch it with her at the same exact time. Just like, if it's a possession thing, it can't possess both of us at the same time, right? Right.
So
Totally.
like this. So if we do it at the same time, it can't do anything.
That it makes sense to me.
All right, let's do this.
All right. You both move up to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
boy.
I have to go to her thing here.
This is so stupid.
Let's say the amount of time that's happened, yeah, okay. Yeah, they've had a data train. Valtoy can be level 2. How do you learn heal block at level 2? That is such a busted move.
Really? Why?
Heal block is a reaction move that you can just be like, hey, you don't get to recover HP. It's just like, oh, that's actually kind of really bad. That just shut down a wish from you.
I know, I was just thinking that.
That sounds lovely.
In either case, that's probably not the move she's going to be taking. That was the thing. Yeah. But yeah, the two of you go over to touch it. Seeing as how you guys are going to just do that at the same time, I won't even bother having you roll or anything. You go over to reach out and touch the mask, and as soon as you do, you feel that it is a very smooth, cold metal.
Huh. You know, I honestly thought something was gonna happen.
It is around the time that you say that Esmeralda just kind of reaches into her bag a little bit. It's just like, gotcha. As she just pulls out a Pokeball and just sticks it onto the mask. I'm gonna roll something for her.
Oh God. This is terrible.
All right. Okay. Not you. Where's her stats? There's her stats. +2 plus she's level 2, so that's that. Okay. All right. So you see her stamp a Pokeball onto it, and it does open, and the mask and something else does go into it. It just falls to the ground and shakes a little bit until it stops. And then it pops right back out as you see a Yamask come out, and it looks at her, and she's like, "What the hell was that?" Roll initiative, please.
Oh no, Jesus!
She just kind of looks over. It's just like, "Aw, damn it!"
Oh, is it Pokemon?
Well, yeah. Couldn't you see it?
I did not know that. No, I couldn't.
Couldn't you?
I thought it was a mask.
Couldn't you see? Well, yeah, it was a mask, but it was all swirly dude around the guy's neck. Oh, I guess maybe that was just me that saw that.
Huh. You see some weird things sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I see weird things all the times. Oh, she just kind of does like the shooing motion over on you on over one of your shoulders. It's like, go, shoot, get off of him. Don't worry, I got
Oh,
it.
it's just so weird. Oh, oh, thanks, dude. You're a lifesaver.
Jet, you're not sure why. Your shoulders feel a little bit lighter.
The weight of my sins has been removed now.
Yes. Correct.
Oh god.
Anyway, oh hey, Esmeralda got a natural one for initiative. That's great. But she's just like, she's like, as the mask kind of like looks angry at the both of you. She pulls out a Pokeball. It's just like, oh well, guess we do this the hard way. Ah, okay. Your mask got a 14 plus its stats, so it's going first.
Oh no. This is not good. This is really not good.
Look at that. It has a -1 to initiative, and it still outspeeds both of you.
What do you think happens when you put the Wonder Twins next to each other? Like what did you really think was gonna happen?
I don't know. I thought one of you would transform. Anyway,
Okay.
Jet, do you send out a Pokemon? What you call Esmeralda? Esmeralda, not at all quick on the draw, has a Pokeball out, but hasn't actually had an opportunity to send a Pokemon out.
You know
That
what?
that's what a nat
We're
one gets
gonna
you on
send out.
initiative.
You know, Tim, it's the wrong set of Wonder Twins. It's the other set that does that, okay? And it's both of them that does that.
We'll send out Jenny.
All right, you send out Jenny, which is good because now the Yamask has a target.
Oh god.
So yeah, Yamask is just kind of looking over at you, just like, "Hey man, why'd you do that?" Also, it was this. Also, I didn't super see it, but there's a Pokemon out here, so I guess I'll attack that instead of the people. What? What? I used the generator. Why didn't you come with a nature? Fine, I guess I'll roll it.
Because it's fun like that.
I hate it sometimes. I hate the app sometimes.
What? No, it's flawless.
That is true. I do. The app is really nice. How could I ever even ever? Okay, a nature that lowers constitution. That's a choice. But yes, the Yamask's turn. It will target Jenny for an attack.
I see.
Oh, okay. 0 to hero, I suppose. It's gonna target Jenny with Nightshade, but it rolled a natural 20.
Oh wow. 0 to hero.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Cool.
Good,
So
good thing it's not a very high level because critical hits on moves like Nightshade could be very bad. Okay, so you're gonna be taking 1d6 plus 8 ghost damage.
lovely.
Okay, alright. So that is 12 points of ghost damage that Jenny's going to eat.
Wow, that is like half health already. Lovely.
Esmeralda just looks over, it's just like, oh
Yeah. The
no! So I'll mention
As-
the Yamask pops out of a Pokeball, looks pissed, is like, okay, which one of you do I hit? Sees that there's a Pokemon out, it's like, I understand how this works. I need to take you out first. And then just with a wave of ghostly energy coming out from its body, you see that I mean, you, Jet, don't super recognize what's happening here. All you
Mm.
see is that Jenny seems to have taken a critical amount of damage as it's just as they're just kind of like holding onto her neck. Esmeralda is just like, "Case that," as she's like swiping at it. It appears that she sees something that you cannot hear, but whatever this attack was, it seemed to have been aimed at Jenny's neck.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, no, it's Jesus. That's terrible. It's,
That being said, it's your turn now.
all right, that was a good hit, but we're about to hit even harder. Jenny, use Nuzzle. As we're gonna use Nuzzle here. You gotta make a con save, my guy.
A con save? Oh, hey, their nature. They had one of those until their nature took it away.
Oh no.
That is a 10.
That is a. You're kidding me.
Why is the DC
Oh
10?
boy. The DC is 10.
Tragic. Okay,
Well,
well, they pass.
yeah.
Does anything happen off of that?
No. Because if you miss, it's just not. And I don't have any, extra moves, so
You have to make a range attack roll.
I gotta. Yes.
So it says you make a range attack roll, or you make an attack roll against a creature. On a hit, the target takes electric damage and then makes a con save.
Oh, but it doesn't have a DC for that's fine. I'll have to calculate in my head. It did not have like the freaking like AB. So
I can help you with that.
Dex.
So the move power is dexterity, so it would be proficiency plus dex for Jenny.
So that would be 12. That's nice. Freaking. Wait, what? No, it's a +2. Plus.
Yep.
God. Does a 14 hit?
Does First of all, yes, but does Jenny not have a dexterity?
Nope.
Ah, well then yes. But yeah, well,
She's good.
14 will hit, so you can at least do damage, even though it's not even though it's not paralyzed. Hey!
Max damage.
4 damage. Well done.
Compensation. Lovely.
Hey, Nuzzle was a melee attack.
Curse body. Yeah, I know the drill.
No. When this Pokemon is hit by a melee attack, one random ability of its attacker changes to Mummy for the remainder of the encounter.
So Static is out of the game. Cool.
Yep, Static is now Mummy.
Cool. Great.
This is great. I love that a level 2 Yamask is actually a threat.
I mean, it is. Freaking, what do we have? Psychic and poison
Yep.
on a ghost.
This was always going to be fun. I love how she just Esmeralda is great. She's great. I love her. She's great. Anyway, it's her turn now.
You do.
It's her turn now, and she's just like, "All right." It's just like, "All right." It's like, "Oh, found it. Come on out, Top." As she brings out Baltoy, and because this is her sending out her first Pokemon, it's not going to actually cause an action or anything. But yeah, she is. I'll roll for her. Okay, yeah, she'll attack. It's like, she wouldn't know that. It's true, she would not. She's like, all right, Top, hit him with confusion. That is a 12. A 12 will not hit. So you see that Top sends out a wave of psychic energy, and it almost finds purchase onto the Yamask, but unfortunately, it's able to shrug it off at the last second. She's just like, God dang it! I knew I should have gone for another Pokeball. As it is now the Yamask's turn again. Seeing as how it has a new target, one that is related to the person that booped it with the Pokeball, it's gonna look over at Top. And it's going to attack it with Astonish. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's a 15 to hit. Which almost certainly does. Actually. It's 2. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. It hits, but only just. Top has actually pretty good AC.
Yeah, no, it does.
Anyway.
Baltoy is pretty dang good.
Gibraltar is pretty dang good. Anyway, it has been astonished. Okay. It takes maximum damage, so that's 8 doubled to 16 ghost damage it takes.
Why is this like Yamask cracked out of its
I
mind?
don't. It's the dice, man.
It's like there's something wrong with it.
I mean, it's understandably pretty pissed. I think
Yeah.
it was minding its own business, and then just some tiny girl just got up on her tippy toes because she's not tall enough to reach the mannequin otherwise, and just slam dunked a Pokeball into its face.
I mean, that was pretty sick.
It
It
was
was
pretty
pretty.
sick. Esmeralda just nodding, it's like it was pretty sick, yeah. Anyway, that's the Yamask's turn. Top is in the red from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Oh boy.
It's your turn now, Jet.
You know what? We're gonna do another nuzzle. Like first time didn't work, second time's the charm. All right, let's do this.
Let's do
freaking-
this? Question mark?
Oh.
That is a 4.
Does it hit?
You know what? You know what? It does not, but I'm gonna roll something. I want you to call high or low for me there, buddy.
Oh boy, you know what? We're feeling pretty high.
Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, yep, that's just a miss.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, no, once again we have failed. End of my turn.
Alright. It is now Esmeralda's turn. She could have hardened as a bonus action to help mitigate some of that damage, but she forgot. Oops.
Oops.
And by that I mean I, as the DM, forgot as well. So, also oops. So as a bonus action, she's going to do that. She's just like, come on, Top, you gotta stay in there. Use harden. And yep, that's a 1d4. Oh, hey, that's 2 off of the next damage it takes. That's great. I mean, I wouldn't sneeze
No.
at it. And then for her standard action, she's gonna look over to it. It's like, I understand. There's only one way out of the situation. She pulls out another Pokeball and just fucking. She just runs up and just once again slams the ball into the Yamask's face.
Should you really be hitting it so hard?
It's like, well, yeah. How else is it gonna stay in the ball otherwise?
They make a good point.
So I'm gonna roll animal handling for her again. Okay. All right. It's a good thing that she saved that. You will see that, 100% it was going to break out, but all of a sudden Esmeralda is just like, "Oh no, you don't." And you see her eyes glint with something. You don't really know what, but it was a something.
Hmm.
As she's going to give herself the health action. She only gets one
Oh.
of these a day. I wonder why. It's almost like there's a theme with her.
A magician.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, one could say that. You gotta be kidding me. I should give myself a shiny ticket for that. That was another 2.
Oh no.
So she rolled a 2, and then she rolled a second 2 with her once a day advantage that she gets.
Actually, yeah, you should.
But what would I use it on? I guess I could make one of the NPC trainers. I guess I could make one of the NPC's Pokemon shiny.
Or contest Pokemon shiny.
I'll keep that in mind for later. The point being is I'll reiterate. She was going to shove the Pokeball into the Yamask space. The Yamask sees this coming a mile away, and she's made of noodle. She is made of noodles and pasta. As it just kind of baps her away, she's like, as she just kind of drops the Pokeball out of her hand, reaches down, catches it, grabs it again. She's like, hmm. So she doesn't expend the Pokeball. That's nice.
That is nice.
But she's in melee range of the Yamask, and it's its turn now, and it sees that she tried to do that, so it's like, I guess I'm gonna hit you. It's gonna target
Like,
Esmeralda with Astonish.
oh no. This poor girl, what the hell?
This poor girl, indeed.
This is
Okay.
this kind of
Okay.
feels like the Oriana fight all over again.
Okay,
Ugh.
that is a 15, which hits the broadside of a human. Uh, plus. Okay, all right. Being said, she's almost certainly. I'll just. Oh, dip. Oh, dip. Okay. Evidently, Esmeralda is a very healthy person.
Well, that's good,
Yeah.
considering what we're going through right now. I am loving this ponytail art. Like I gotta pat. You know, Shade, I'm patting your back and I'm patting my back. I'm patting both our backs right now.
Why? I'm concerned.
Because they
Don't worry about it.
because the ponytail art.
Ah, yes, the ponytail. I've still got a thing I've got to work on for that.
In any case,
Do you now?
yes, you see that she is in fact hit with an Astonish.
Uh-oh.
Where's my there's my d6. Okay, all right, that's not so bad. You see that she will take 4 points of ghost damage as the Yamash just kind of stares at her and then just kind of swipes at her a little bit. She's just like she backs away a little bit, but it just kind of gets her on the arm. It's like, oh,
I see. I see. Cool. Cool. Is it my turn?
yes, it is.
Okay. First we're gonna try this off where he sees a person getting hurt now. He's like, okay, little dude, like we didn't mean to like smash into you. I'd say she's pretty new to this thing. Maybe we could like take a chill pill and like not do this. Like it's
I will say that it is currently in a state of agitation. If you have some way to calm it in some way, you may attempt it. Otherwise, it is not listening to reason.
I see. You know what? Huh. What do we got? Oh. What if he like rummages through his bags and he like pulls out the mint chocolate chip ice cream he had? He's just like, it's peace offering.
I see. Um, I'll let you know above game. That will be a persuasion check with disadvantage because it is actively in combat at the moment.
I see.
It
Okay,
actively
cool.
wants you dead.
We can do this. We can do this. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. That's honestly not bad.
All right. I'll do a dice roll. I'll do a dice roll for it. Ah,
Swear to God.
Okay. It looks at the mint chocolate chip ice cream, and it looks like it starts to consider it for a moment. But it does still seem like it's like in go mode, you know? It's like looking at you just
Yeah.
like, what's that? Is that for me? Maybe. You know, I will ask, is that going to end your turn, Jen?
You know what? Yes, he's not gonna attack it. He's just gonna like with his hands up, holding out the ice cream, just peace offering, dude. It's like we didn't mean to like disturb your sleep. Like is she's kind of new at this.
Esmeralda. The funny thing is, Esmeralda totally did mean to do that. She just thought things would go better for her.
Listen, okay, she does what she doesn't know doesn't hurt her. Apparently not. Never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah. So you do that. Esmeralda just kind of just like got slapped on the wrist. You do notice that she doesn't look terribly hurt. Like it definitely looks like there's like a little there's a little welt there, but otherwise she's just like just kind of like rubbing it a little bit. She does still have
Yeah.
that Pokeball in her hand. She sees that you are distracting the mask with some ice cream. She's like looks to you, looks to it, looks to you, looks to it, looks to you,
No.
and then just is like
We're gonna make friends with it.
and she's just like hmm. Get it. Thanks, buddy. As she's gonna once again just kind of chuck the Pokeball at it. She
No,
gets
that's
advantage.
not what I.
She gets advantage because you're distracting it, i.e., giving her the health action. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, all right. You need to get one more than that, girl. Hey, that's yeah. Actually, that's enough.
Oh my god.
So you see that she's just like, oh, I got it. As she chucks the Pokeball at the Yamask, and this time it just beams it in the back of in the back of the head, so it didn't see it coming. As it falls down to the ground, it shakes a couple of times until eventually both of you. She's just like holding her hand, just like yee, come on, come on, come on, come on. And Jet, I mean, you have whatever feelings you have about this situation. But after what feels, but for one long moment that feels like it stretches on for an eternity, the Pokeball shakes for a bit until finally it stops wobbling and eventually clicks. She's like, yes!
Oh.
She shouts that out, and it once again echoes throughout the building. Caught it!
Oh
Did it.
man. Dude, we were gonna try and make friends with it. It was disturbed. It was just sleeping.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it'll be but it'll be my friend. You know, after a bit, probably.
Uh,
I'll be nice to it. What should I name it? Maybe I should name him Disc or Plate. That'd be funny. I'll think
You
about
know,
this.
maybe the next time that we try and catch a Pokemon, we could try actually ask permission to, because they are living creatures too. You know, they have feelings like you and me. And what if someone just nabbed you out of nowhere? Just just took it,
Oh, that happened to me.
huh?
Yeah, when I was real small. I don't remember a whole lot about what happened afterwards, but I mean, but I'm here now, and that's neat.
Well, you know, we'll talk about this later. Just here, he's gonna hand her the ice cream. Could you give that to the little guy later? Like, I did offer it to him, and it'd be kind of mean not to give it to him now.
Jet, I need to know: are you in fact offering your mint ice cream? That is a very rare healing
Yes,
item. You know that you have a you do not have a guarantee of ever finding such an item again.
yes. I offered it. I'm not backing down on that.
All right, okay. You know what? She will take it. The mint ice cream. She's just like, all right then. I mean, I guess you did say that you were going to do that, so it would be mean if I didn't. But yeah, that's one down. Let's find the rest of them.
Okay.
Is around this
It's
point
but
that Zenith, you know, you can have whatever you can have whatever interaction that you have, but
her reaction is kind of that rolling over, seeing the pillow there, and the first word that just comes out of her mouth is just
is what?
goes stand just pretty much just says fuck and then shifts to get up looking over at Eerie. And I
Eerie
guess
is
there is
dead
an
asleep.
attempt.
Dead asleep.
Sorry, what was that? What was that shade? I didn't mean to say.
Oh, I was gonna say how she looks dead asleep, doesn't she?
Yes,
Oh, that's
absolutely.
Good to know. I'm trying to think if Zenith would be someone who would go and wake this other person up to help, or would just be so infuriated that they're gonna go on their own. 1 second, I'm gonna get into the red dice real quick.
Oh, the red dice.
Yeah, we're getting into the
Not
red
the
dice
red
for a
dice.
second.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooked.
Yeah, no, Zenith has decided that it is angsty time as I rolled my red dice and got a 5. The first thing Zenith is doing is calling Jet and is already marching out of the room.
I understand.
Ah,
So interesting thing. You attempt to call Jet. It doesn't ring.
Fun.
Oh no.
So now I guess Zenith is instead turning their brain over to the other group of people.
I see. I see. See, interesting thing. As you start turning your gaze towards the other room with the other group of people, you see a very, very nettled looking Xeris that is wearing a nightgown and is just she appears to be walking out of her room, and the both of your eyes meet, and there is no need for words as the look of both of your annoyances seem to sync up with each other in perfect harmony.
ah,
It's just yours is missing as well.
Oh, what? She just looks over at you, just like, oh man, oh my, how could you tell?
I am there is not words for how I feel at the moment. Do you think you may know where these two may have run off to?
I have an inkling.
Would you like to come with me to give them both a very stern talking to?
Why, Miss Zenith? It would be my pleasure. She, as she holds a little hand out, like a little dainty, just like, oh, my, won't you take me to the ball?
You know what? Zenith is going to grab their hand, just be like, lead the way.
She will do so. Yeah. So to Eerie, actually, Zenith, did you mention anything to Eerie or not?
Zenith would. Zenith would. They would kind of walk back, just being like, give me a second. I might want to see if the other one wakes up. If it's not easy to wake her up, Zenith isn't going to push it. But if Eerie wants to get up, there's an opening.
Gotcha. Okay, Eerie, you are being, I imagine, jostled.
mhm.
Lightly poked with a foot.
Hook to the foot. Mm. Ariel kind of like stir and like kind of like half open her eyes and be like, huh? What's
Jet's
going on?
missing.
What?
Jet has decided that he wanted to go on a little night trip.
Ah, crap.
Meh.
We already, Zaris already thinks she knows where they went. So would you like to join us to go give Jet a talking to?
Yeah, I guess we make sure he's okay.
Oh, he's not going to be okay once I'm done.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Let's go.
Oh no.
All right. So we'll say that in the amount of time it took for them to get the thing with the Yamask figured out, what you call Eerie,
Hmm. Yeah.
Xeris, Zenith, and And Freya. Freya is
We're
also
just
here.
leaving
She
Cat
is on.
behind.
Hmm?
We're just leaving Cat behind.
Yep.
Sure are. Wow.
Cat seems to be. You're not sure what's up with Cat, but yeah, the two of these girls are over here, just like are over here, just like, all right, well, let's get to it. As Zaris will once again take Zenith's hand, because she's being coy like that,
Oh no, the two fancy ones.
And oh,
Zenith thinks they're straight. There's an there that can be changed.
who said anything about this being any kind of sexual? This could just this could just be Zaris being a tease because of the situation.
Now, kids.
You know,
Now,
that is
yes.
It's
understandable.
just like,
Go ahead.
You're gonna end.
Go ahead, Jim.
oh, nothing. I had a joke. I forgot about it completely.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I think that with all of this having happened, with the rest of the group finally joining in, I think we will save the rest of this for next week.
Hey, hey.
I will also
Mm.
say, Jet, because you have given up a relatively rare item for the sake of for the sake of your honor, you will be generating one good karma. This means absolutely nothing to you, but
Oh.
I am keeping score.
Oh, that's
What?
nice. Also, speaking of karma, it's check deals real quickly.
Oh, okay. The end.
Ah, fun.
Yeah.
Good to know that's what you needed that for.
Eh? I don't have anything from you.
Oh wait, frick!
Yeah, you said that to me, buddy.
Shut up!
I'm just
Shut up! Shut up!
sitting-
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I'm
Shut up!
sitting
Shut
here.
up! Shut up!
I'm
Shut up!
sitting here shaking my head. I see.
Shut up!
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
I see.
No,
Oh, why not?
because this isn't a. This, you know what? Fine here.
Everyone else has got to see. Huh.
And
I find it funny that
conveniently-
you got rid of it.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Oh, did I
Look,
send you? Did I
alright.
send you the the reference art for that?
I asked Shade for that one since
No,
you know
there-
Shade.
I
Shade.
meant to. Hold on. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is very good. I just, I'm gonna send you something, and I'm gonna see if this changes anything about any parts of your brains.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he asked me for the Ponyta, not the other one.
Yes.
I feel like I can say that because I think Steph has actually encountered that one before.
Yep, I've caught that one before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome because you got
I
to it
almost
early.
want to show it to Steph if she's caught it before,
This was the
but that would be something you would have
reference.
to show her.
Oh,
I think he has shown me.
Oh,
yep. There you go. But
I see.
but that other one is also good too.
I tried to mimic it as best as I could.
It's actually quite good.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We can keep this other one, but I don't know if that thing I sent you changes anything. The point being
Mhm.
is that for tonight, unless anyone has anything they'd like to do here at the last minute, i.e., gamble.
I can't.
Why you
Mm,
gonna
not
gamble?
yet. We're going into something we need all of our energy for, I think. Unless Steph wants to gamble.
Unless somebody would like to gamble, then I
Steph,
think
you
we
should
will.
gamble.
Then I think we will be ending for tonight.
Yeah. We got a pack.
We're.
We're moving.
You know
That's
what?
true. We are.
Yay.
That's true. We are moving like in 2 days. So.
Not 2 days. It's
I
literally
do-
in 12 hours.
Oh,
I
that's tomorrow.
do
Oh,
have an-
okay.
Action dice.
Okay, never mind. We are
Oh,
moving
well,
tomorrow.
have fun
so.
with that then.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I think with that all being said and done, we will go ahead and end things off for tonight.
Bye.
Thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.